Hello, Agatoki. Thank you for dropping by, man. Good afternoon to you. Hope work is going all right. Yeah, we're listening to some Jack X music right now. Pretty chill. Extremely underrated soundtrack in my opinion. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. At least chatting it up a little bit. Alrighty. Hello friends, welcome to a Tuesday stream. We're playing some Stellar Blade today. I'm going to be going over the new patch, 1.4.1, is it? Hold on. 1.4.1. Here's the patch notes. So, well, there was a 1.4. We'll go over everything in a bit. But first I thought, I'm just going to kind of let people file in who want to be here from the beginning before I start going over stuff. We'll try to do some of the new epilogues, because I'm sure I have a save file near the end. Yeah, is anyone picking anything up on Steam? The autumn sale just started like yesterday. So let me know if you are. But yeah, today's going to be a 4-hour stream. It cannot be longer than that. It will literally not be longer than 4 hours because we have playoff baseball. So hope you guys are having a good week. I'm about to have a very exciting week. Very stressful, that's for sure. Hopefully very gratifying by the end of Thursday. Or if we're lucky, by the end of tomorrow. Because, yeah, the wildcard games are this week. And so it's a three-game series. It's go either way. I'm so nervous, but I'm excited. Anywho, right now, if you're curious, we're listening to the Jack X soundtrack. It's so good, all instrumental. I love this. I used to listen to this a lot when I would like work out in my garage, in my parents' garage. One of my favorite, just, easy, you don't have to think about it, just throw it on, the entire soundtrack is good, put it on shuffle. It's awesome. But let me see. Let's start with my timestamps. Hold on. As is tradition, we timestamp everything. So about 5:30 we started. Also, I'm going to start running the intro. If you like the intro montage, I'm actually going to start running that at the end of the stream. Just because it feels like the perfect outro. And I could run it at the beginning and end, but I feel like more people will see it at the end. And I want more people to see my montage that I made because it took so long to make. Alright, I think I'm going to start by discussing the patch notes. Okay. Music is definitely not too loud. I'm head and shoulders above it. I'm much louder than it, so don't gotta put on my headset just yet. Okay. My cat's not here. I don't hear him meowing at the door, so if he wants to come in, he can come in when I refill my water bottle or something. Alright, so let's go over these patch notes, shall we? You might pick up Doom Eternal. Only $4? That's a very inexpensive game. That's awesome. Definitely, just buy it. Why not? Can't go wrong with $4. Okay, so patch 1.4. Today we're specifically interested in the patch 1.41 because we got some new quests, at least a new quest, and then some epilogues. So after one ending becomes another ending, explore 3 epilogues that reveal the lives of Eve and the people of Zion following a specific ending, which I'm assuming will be the best ending. So that's fine. We can just go to Eidos 9 real quick and knock that out. We can do that. And then it says a new hidden request has been added to the request board. So this was actually added to PS5 on the 24th. And just now today, they're adding it on the 30th to PC. So early adopters got that tiny little, advantage there. They got a little benefit of people who bought it on PS5. They could play the quests earlier. But I did not check that out. I have not played Stellar Blade on PS5 since the PC version came out. And I really don't have any interest in going back to 60 FPS. So I was fine waiting an extra 6 days. But here's the patch that came out before PS5 got the extra quest, patch 1.4. So it says, as a token of appreciation for all the love and support from our players, we've prepared 6 newly arranged tracks based on existing background music. So we got a Song of Sirens, Star Descent, Odysseus theme, Demo Crawler, Everglow, and Hypertube. So I actually haven't even heard these yet, so we'll also be listening to some of them. I'm very excited to hear what the Hypertube rearrangement sounds like. That's awesome. And you can pick these up from the Last Gulp. Just go to, Enya's bar, and it's just like a little crate there that you can pick up. It's a thank you gift from Enya, and then you'll get these 6 songs added to your camps. Then it says, players with the complete edition can now claim an exclusive CD key for, this just says Goddess of Victory Nikkei. Players who have already redeemed a CD key, like myself, on another server can still claim an additional CD key for this server. On another server can still claim an additional one for this server. I don't know how this works. Does anybody know how this works? If I get an extra key, we'll be giving that away immediately. Fixed an issue where on PC, using a controller with the swap, confirm, cancel buttons enabled would cause the UI to display incorrectly after completing a quest. Never had that issue, but I also don't use the swap, confirm, cancel buttons. That would just make X circle and circle X. So you'd be playing Nintendo style if you wanted to for some reason. Fixed an issue during the Oblivion side quest where the flooded water would disappear before reaching the sewage control device step, preventing progression. Never had that happen, but cool that they fixed it. Fixed an issue in Orbital Elevator Cargo Lift 121. That is right after Belial 2, after you go up that elevator. So right after Belial 2, that room, where resting during elevator dialogue could occasionally cause the dialogue to restart or the elevator to freeze. Never had that issue either, but cool, they're fixing stuff. That's amazing. Isn't it amazing that a year and a half later, we're in September of 2025, about to be October, they're still supporting the game with free updates. That's so badass. So badass. Fixed an issue in Boss Challenge where Scarlet would disappear during a phase transition cutscene if Taki mode was activated. Interesting. Never had that happen either, but I haven't fought Scarlet very much. I don't think I've fought her since that first day we fought her. Improved key input handling so that left-right variants, LR, of modifier keys, Control, Alt, Shift, Command, are now recognized as the same input. Okay. Fix an issue in the Nikkei collaboration minigame where using the burst skill triangle on specific monsters would make them immune to Eve's range attacks. I think that was the slash. So it was like the big AoE. Those minigames are very fun, by the way. If you have not played the Nikkei shooting gallery minigames, they're awesome. I really enjoyed them. We have a whole stream on that if you want to check out my first playthrough of that. Fixed an issue where dodging became unavailable if the player attempted to dodge while shooting after using burst skill X in the Nikkei minigame. Okay, so patching up that game a little bit, but I didn't have any issues myself with it. Fixed an issue where the reeling icon appeared gray after switching the fishing method from reel in controls to timing controls input. Okay, I prefer the reel in controls anyway. Fixed an issue where a black box would appear on screen when playing on a Samsung Odyssey 3D monitor, and then various other bug fixes. Okay. But yeah, again, 1.4.1, that's what we really are interested in today. So we're going to take a look at these epilogues, 3 epilogues. I'll try to, maybe I can get all of them. I don't know, we'll see. I'll use save states, and we'll try to make that happen. But I wonder if there's different conditions to make each of them happen. Explore 3 epilogues that reveal the lives of Eve and the people of Zion following a specific ending. You know what? Okay, I'm expecting that as long as you get the best ending, just do the Eidos 9 ending, and then you should, I'm thinking it'll be like an option on the main menu where you can just view the 3 new epilogues. Maybe it's like a video file type of thing. But yeah, and then the new hidden request on the request board in Zion. So this is going to be new content a year and a half later. I'm very excited. Thank you for tuning in, Agatoki, Dorian E, Sikuru, and Jonathan. Appreciate you guys. If you have the PS5 Pro, you can play at 80 with the enhanced mode. Yeah, that's cool. It's not quite 120, but that's cool for people that have a PS5 Pro. Probably for the China server since they have a separate game. Oh. So maybe I won't get an extra CD key? We'll see. Oh yeah, Jonathan, I think that it's the Pro one. If you use there's like 2 extra graphics modes on PS5 Pro. There's like Pro and then Pro Max. If you do the Pro Max one, that's the higher fidelity one, and that's like the inferior one if you want the smoothest one, the smoothest experience possible. The regular Pro one, I'm pretty sure that's the one that gives you the higher frame rate, like 80 to 90 or whatever. And if you know, to even use that graphics mode, you would need a VRR display. But if you do, you're gonna have like almost like a PC Lite experience. So let's jump into the game, shall we? I am excited. And again, that was the Jack X soundtrack. So good. All right. Okay, here we are. Let's jump in. I got my DualSense Edge, of course. Yeah, the regular Pro one. There you go. So I've got 4 hours. Can we knock all this out in 4 hours? Let's see. By the way, if I've got any channel members dropping by to say hello, use your free message, like your free monthly anniversary message. You have to click on if you click on like the dollar symbol, like the currency icon near where you press send message in chat, at least if you're on mobile, and on desktop too, you will have the option to do a free anniversary message. So if you're just renewing your membership, I appreciate it, and please remember to use your free messages. What are my thoughts on Sekiro, by the way? Oh, I love that game. It was awesome. If you want to hear my more articulated thoughts, if you go to part 5, or whatever the last part is of my playthrough, I have a playlist on my channel of the Sekiro playthrough. Go to the last part, and I guarantee during the credits, I just talk about all my thoughts, and I timestamped it. So all my old playthroughs, every VOD is timestamped, and you can just go check that out, because I don't really remember what my thoughts were at the time, but very positive. Very positive. That game's sick. I would like to play it more at some point. Okay. Oh man, this is great. I haven't played this in so long. Don't think they've changed anything here, but we're still playing on Korean. That's good. I still got all these settings like I normally would have them. Double check, make sure. Yeah, everything looks normal. Alright, excellent. Oh, something that I thought of this past month while I wasn't streaming. I remember when the PC version came out, someone had said, hey, my DualSense Edge doesn't vibrate. This is actually apparently an extremely common issue, and it's really simple to fix. So if you're using a DualSense Edge on PC, if you have the speaker disabled in Windows, you will not get vibrations because it's tied to the sound chip in the controller. Somehow the haptic feedback is tied to that. So as long as you have it enabled as a speaker, and then configure it so it uses all... You basically have to configure it as if it's a surround sound speaker. All the haptics will work, and that's all you got to do. That's literally it. So I just thought of that person randomly. When I do my DualSense Edge review, my long-term review, I'll definitely make sure to mention that for PC people. Because it's kind of weird. Like, why would... You wouldn't think that, oh, it's tied to the sound chip. So, because initially, when you plug in the controller via USB-C... Oh, another thing. You need to be plugged in via USB-C for vibrations to work. Does not work over Bluetooth on PC. But when you plug it in, it's like, oh, I want to use this controller as a mic and a speaker. Of course, that's what you want, right? Says Windows. No, that's not what I want, Windows. And so I can understand why, like, most people would just disable it automatically, but yeah. So let's jump in. Haven Gateway. All right, so we finished talking about the entire patch notes and what we're going to try to do today. It's going to be a 4-hour stream, but let's try to get everything done. Take a look at these epilogues. Take a look at the new side quest. What is this playthrough? Hold on. I have no idea what I was doing during this playthrough at all. Oh, another thing. Hold on. Let me disable one thing. We don't really need monitor capture anymore. There we go. And then put game capture as Stellar Blade. Okay. You just finished getting the platinum for it, all endings. Might be the best game you've played. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I did the ending with the really convoluted steps to get to it. I forget what it was called. Oh, I think it was called the return ending. There were so many steps to that. It's like classic FromSoft. How do you even figure this out without, you know, resources online? Talk to Lily. Oh, this is... Oh, okay, so we are before Altess Levoire. I think what I was doing with this playthrough, I think I just ran here ASAP to get the code to give away. So I played through the beginning just to get to the code to give that away. That was a while ago. Yeah, I haven't played through this New Game Plus save in a minute. But I guess that works. I don't believe I have a save file that's closer to the end, but hey, at least we're already in Zion, so we can take a look at the request board instantly. But just in case, let me do my due diligence. Go back to the main menu, and I'll check to see if I have a closer save file, but probably not. Maybe one of my new game ones. Let's see. Matrix? I guess we have one in Matrix, but that's not that far away from where we are right now. I have this one, which is useless because I want to do the new quests. So Zion would be locked out by the time we get back to it. So I could save myself like 20 minutes by just doing this one. I'm not going to do that. I'd rather play on my New Game Plus save file. Let's do that. Alright, that's the plan. How was the platinum for Sekiro though? Would you consider it like one of the easier or harder ones? Because like some of the platinums for FromSoft games are pretty grind heavy, you know? I hear that the Elden Ring one is one of the easiest. You don't really got to go too crazy collecting stuff or, you know, grinding for upgrade materials or getting all sorts of crazy rings and blah, blah, blah. Okay, let's see where we're at. I'm going to be getting some compilation stutters because I haven't played this game in forever and I've had a bunch of graphics driver updates since then, but first we'll go to the bar. Let's go get the new songs so we can listen to the new rearranged Hypertube song. Oh, there it is. Okay, so as soon as you walk down the steps here in the last Gulp bar, you can just open this. You don't even have to do Enya's quest, because on this playthrough we have not done any Enya stuff. A thank you gift from Enya. Okay, let's go listen to these songs. Oh, hell yeah, this is exciting. Pretty accessible. The game is so fun to play that it never felt like a grind. Yeah, for sure. Any game where, you know, you're just always improving, always getting better, never really feels like a grind. Everything's an opportunity to kind of improve on something or learn a new timing or whatever. Yeah, it sounds fun. I will play through Sekiro again at some point. So here are the new songs. We've got the Song of the Traveler. Is this one new? No, it's not. This is an old one. Hold on. Alright, so here's the ones that came out. Let me restart that. So here are the ones that came out with the complete edition. And then down here, we've got all these new ones. Wow, awesome. So check this out. I'm super excited to hear Hypertube rearranged. Let's listen to it. Okay. Oh, this is so nice. It's so upbeat. It's fantastic. How about the Everglow one? Hello, Snipe. Thank you for tuning in. Hello, Blankets. Good to see you guys. Was watching your speedrun explanation the other day. Might go for a run eventually. Seems fun after playing through 3 times. Hell yeah. Thank you for watching my video. Hi, Darkness. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I'm streaming a little bit early today. So these are all just cool instrumentals, it seems. I like this. I like this Everglow one. How about Demo Crawler? Ooh, this one sounds kind of romantic. It sounds really romantic. It sounds like it'd be playing at Radon's bar in Bayonetta at the Gates of Hell. You can't hear the game sound? It's definitely... I mean, I don't have it too loud. But, we can crank it up a little bit. Let's see. Alright, I made it a little bit louder. But definitely another good one. Arisa. Man, all these piano themes are so good. Star Descent? Let's see if it captures that same kind of emotion. This one's not piano. This sounds like something that would play at the end of like a really sad quest line. Very quiet. Yeah, even in game for me it's quiet. I guess usually the camp songs are typically like that, huh? Okay, it picks up though. It's a bit progressive, but it does get good. Yeah, I like this. Will I be doing a Silent Hill F speedrun? When I'm done with it? We did finish it yesterday, by the way. Well, I do plan to play through it a few more times. The thing is... I will talk about this in a sec. Let's listen to the last song, Song of the Sirens. But a rearrangement. So this is the original. This is awesome because this is the one I hear the most of. Every time I speedrun the game, I don't change my camp song. And so I'm used to hearing this a lot, and it's cool to have the original camp song rearranged. That's awesome. I'm gonna leave this one. I'm gonna... or Hypertube. What song are you guys playing on your camps these days? Since these new ones came out. Because if you're playing on PS5... I mean, yeah, these have been available for the past week. I want to hear your favorites. For me, I'm probably going to be listening to this one or Hypertube arranged. Let's leave this one for now. That feels good. Yeah. Hi, Nemesis. Thank you for tuning in. Nice time today. Yeah, a bit early. Hell, honestly, I would love to stream early in general. For all my European and other time zone folks. Was watching part 1 of the VOD. Didn't know if you already finished it. Was it worth buying? Well, for me, yes. But if you aren't... I'll talk a little bit about Silent Hill F. Okay. Let's talk a tiny bit about Silent Hill F. So the game is... If you like survival horror games, yes, you should pick it up. And if you want a game that you will replay multiple times, if you like that kind of game, because that's my favorite type of game, is one that's not too long, Stellar Blade, not too long, easy to replay in a weekend, and it's enjoyable every time you play through it. It feels like that kind of game, because the campaign really isn't too long, but it's intended to be replayed multiple times. More of the story will reveal itself every time you go through it, right? So... Granted, I've only done one playthrough. That's what I'm assuming, but that's what it feels like. You know, I feel like the next time I go through, it will make more sense. So, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. And if you want to hear like my whole recap and thoughts on it, just go to part 3 and go to the credits. Or I have a timestamp towards the end where I like say it's titled like recapping my thoughts or whatever on Silent Hill F. So, but yes, I have a very positive impression of it so far after one playthrough. Oh, yeah, let's go do our quest. Hang on. Let's go back to the city. We're at 28 minutes. Okay, so we just looked at all the new camp songs. Now, I'm gonna go head over to Roxanne over here, grab my new quest. Or not even Roxanne, just the bulletin board. Wait a minute. Am I unable to do it unless I'm like at the end of the game? I thought it was just at the bulletin board. Hold on, let me look at this again. It says, the patch notes say, verbatim, a new hidden request has been added to the request board. But these are all the default ones. Let's talk to Roxanne. Maybe this will unlock something. You're from Europe? Perfect time for you? Not too late now, hell yeah. Well, thank you for dropping by. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Hope you're having a good week so far. If you're just dropping in, we're taking a look at the new patch content. It was released on PS5 a week ago, just came to PC today. And I'm not going to be streaming for too long, only 4 hours, because playoff baseball starts at 6 p.m. for me. I am not going to miss a second of it. This whole week is playoffs. This whole month, I mean. Yeah, so how do I get this quest? How do I unlock the quest? If anybody has done this on PS5, what do I have to do? Let's try to figure it out though. How about I just start by running around? Maybe I gotta talk to someone. Maybe there's an NPC or something. It said it was a hidden request, but it said it's tied to the bulletin board. So that's what's kind of confusing. Hey, the guy, thank you for tuning in. 3 p.m. here in Brazil. Ah, gotcha. Just an hour ahead of me. I'm on the East Coast in the US, so it's 2:35 p.m. right now. Maybe the map will reveal something. New mission, but this is... No, this is just haircut store. This is... Yeah, these are like normal NPC locations for missions, like the basic quests. Huh, what do I gotta do? Whoa, is that new? Has it always said that? Human. I'm pretty sure if you scanned in the past, it wouldn't have little tags on NPCs like that. I think that's new. At some point they added that. Who's this guy? This guy looks new. Hold on, talk to him. I can't talk to him. There we go.
파수된 녀석들이 천사님께 불만이 있는 모양입니다.
Oh, okay. I was I was very much hoping that would be the new quest somehow. I don't think I've ever seen that guy crouching there. 1:35 here in Texas. I haven't, but I think you have to touch that door in Matrix 11. Oh, are you serious? Alright, let's go to Matrix then, I guess. Hey, it's a lead. It is a lead, and I appreciate it. Alright then, we're gonna have to just quickly run through Altess Levoire. This is gonna take no time at all. Let's get overpowered. I'll put on my Eagle Eye. And I'll put on my double-edged gears. I should have a good amount of them. Double edge. Hold on, why is it not... Okay, I like them by name. Let's fix my OCD because this is going to drive me crazy. I want them in order. I want them in some kind of order. Here we go. So... Double edge, I'll start by putting the best one up here. And the 2-star. And the 1-star. And the other 1-star. Alright, that feels good. Okay, and then buy some ammo. This is awesome. This song is awesome, dude. It feels so familiar yet new. Oh, okay, so we've unlocked the wasteland. Let's head over. Hey Cassandra, hello Andre. I have to go to Digger's place first for the passcode. Oh, okay, let's do that. They did it in a way that new players would naturally stumble upon it. Okay, well, I'm going straight to Digger's hideout then. It's really clutch that I just happened to have this save file here. I mean, worst case scenario, what I could have done is I could actually have taken my my unpatched games save files, move them over to this game's save directory, and then just use those, because for that I have like 50 save states and I could go to anywhere in the game. So I could go to like right before leaving Spire, but this is fun. Let's play some Stellar Blade. I haven't played this in so long. I'm happy to replay the end of the game, and I've got 4 hours, so we can do a partial playthrough. So we're just skipping 807 and that's it. I guess we're going to be doing 809 though, so it's going to be similar to like a normal playthrough length. You know, about 3 hours. But then some side stuff, so a little bit longer. This is one of those games that you wish you could play again for the first time. I agree. I feel that way about quite a few games. I feel the same way about like... Dude, like... If I could play Resident Evil 4 again for the first time, that game blew my mind when I was like a young teen or a kid. I was like, I don't know, I was 12 years old I think when I first played it. Wow, that was like 20 years ago, jeez. Oh, that just made me feel a little bit old. That was 20 years ago I played RE4. Let's see. Apparently I've forgotten the layout of the wasteland. You'll have to excuse me, I'm a bit rusty. But also, to be fair, it's not like I go to Digger's area very often. Most of my playthroughs of this game are just short playthroughs, you know, speedruns, where we don't do any side stuff. Wait a minute, what the hell? Yeah, I like completely overshot it. Wow, I gotta go all the way back. Damn. Alright. Would be nice if we can just create save files in the game. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in, by the way, Travis. Yeah, it's a shame that console players don't have access to that. Of course, though, if you're playing on PC, you can just download the Speed Souls save organizer, and it's everything you could want. It is everything you need. It's very easy to use. But yeah, they should seriously just have like manual saves. I mean, I don't know why they... Let's talk about this. It's weird that they don't. Why don't they have manual saves? Because there's no punishing elements to this game. There are no punishing elements such as, you know, Dark Souls. You die and you lose your souls, your experiences on your bloodstain, and you gotta go back and get it, and if you die on the way back, you lose it. Okay, we should be back. You guys should be able to hear me. Unfortunate that we had a crash like that. But it happens, I guess. You know what's really unfortunate? That's the second time it's happened in the past week. In the past week. Okay. So I'm just booting everything back up here. I guess you guys can look at me. Hello. Yeah, so we had a crash, and I think it's tied to I gotta be on this side. I think it's tied to I recently upgraded. I wouldn't say upgraded. I recently side graded or whatever. I just updated my OS to Windows 11 because, you know, actually the reason I did it is because my Stream Deck had a new update that was not... Stream Deck is no longer supporting Windows 10, so they're not rolling out updates for it anymore. But there were new updates that I could use if I upgraded to Windows 11, and I was like, okay, well, it's free, I guess, let's just try it. And because I was expecting more of my Elgato stuff would just be requiring Windows 11 to get the newest features. And one of the features that I had enabled is called Memory Integrity Core Isolation. And it seems like it's just bad for gaming, but it's like for security or whatever. I was like, let me just try it. I don't know. Let's just try the new stuff that Windows 11 has. And I think that was causing my issues. So I haven't played Stellar Blade since, like for the past month, so I wouldn't have known if that core isolation was making any instability issues occur in Stellar Blade because, you know, I haven't been playing. But maybe that was why. Maybe that was why. So I just disabled it. So thankfully, OBS managed to maintain our stream, so we're back on the same stream. I didn't have to like create a new stream or anything. But yeah, if you're watching the VOD, it's just gonna jump, like it's gonna skip from gameplay to bam, starting soon. It's gonna look really weird. But it's okay, we'll just make another timestamp. So if you're watching this in the future, we're back from a crash. We have recovered. And I gotta figure out my timestamp timings, so I have no idea how this is gonna work now. It's gonna be like 2 minutes, but then like plus 30 minutes because something like that. We'll figure it out. Okay, we're back in the game. Alright, sorry about that. Hopefully we don't have any more crashes. Jeez. Yeah, thanks, Bill Gates. This game can use up to 20 gigs of system RAM and another 20 gigs of VRAM though. I don't have mine set to those kind of... 20 gigs of VRAM? Jeez, hold on, because like my graphic settings are using 12.79. And I have everything basically maxed out here. I've got like the 4K environment textures, all that stuff. So I don't know how you would reach 20, but I mean, that shouldn't be an issue because I've got 16 gigs of VRAM, you know? Hi, Yenna, thank you for tuning in. Talking about the advantages of save files. Oh yeah, true, ironic. Isn't that crazy? What was I talking about before? Well, I was about to go on a tangent, dude. I was about to go on a tangent about something. Let me just scroll up chat. Well, let me see. What were we talking about? Also, hello, Korean name. Dokyung Suk, thank you for tuning in. We were on our way to Digger's place, yeah. Playing through games for the first time. I was talking about RE4 20 years ago. I felt old. Was that it? Was I just gonna talk about RE4 maybe? RE5 for you, Kasanza? For some reason you never finished RE4 as a kid? Have you finished it as an adult though? You think it was just the wrong time for survival horror for you? But then you did RE5 and loved it, more action-based. Yeah. I can see maybe potentially being overwhelmed if you're like too young. And RE5 does a good job at making the game feel less tense because it's co-op, so you just have a partner. If you have someone there next to you, it's not as scary, right? Like if you're an only child and you're in your own bed in your own room at night sleeping and you know you're afraid of like whatever, the boogeyman or something, that's gonna be a tough pill to swallow, you know, facing that fear, versus if you just have like a brother or sister there like in a bunk bed or you know beside you in another bed and you guys are sleeping in the same room, it's not as scary, right? Same thing. So yeah. But yeah, our PC crash, man, it's brutal. The feds got him. Yeah, I was talking about making manual saves. Freaking Shift Up broke down my door. Now that's something Nintendo would do. Shift Up would never do that. But anywho, the app I was talking about though, the Speed Souls save organizer, it's really good. I highly recommend it. Oh, I almost made the same mistake. And went the wrong path. Just not that into survival horror anymore. But now you played all the Resident Evils and Silent Hills. Just don't like conserving ammo and running away much. Oh, I remember you had dropped by and mentioned that during one of my Silent Hill F days. Yeah, I feel that. For me, resource management is like one of the most fun things like that I enjoy from games, and that's why I really like Stellar Blade's combat, because you know, you can there's a lot of stuff to manage, right? If you want, you don't have to play in that way. You could keep it simple, but managing your beta and your burst energy and then influencing your decisions in combat that way, I think is so much fun. And, you know, survival horror games just take that kind of resource management, but just like times 10. So we are on our way to Digger's house because we wanted to do the new side quest, which I don't even know what it is, but I have no idea what it is. I'm going in completely blind. I have not looked into anything. All I've seen is the patch notes. But I know that PS5 people have had this for a week. So if you've already done the quest and you know what it's about, let's not spoil it for everybody. Hi, Digger. Let's talk to him.
안녕하십니까? 저는 디거라고 합니다. 보시다시피 불행한 사고를 당했습니다. 인도적인 도움을 요청합니다.
Oh, I should check something. Let's see. Since my computer restarted and since it crashed, let me see if my mic is actually working normally as far as all the effects. It is perfect. Cool.
웃기는 거라고. 현재 지속적인 대화가 어렵습니다. 에너지 잔량이 부족합니다. 집게 크레인
Last time my PC crashed was Silent Hill F Day 1, but that was like a common thing apparently. But I didn't expect it to crash during Stellar Blade. We've never had a crash in this game. Is that true? No, I think we've had like one. You guys might remember better than me. I think we've had like one, possibly. But we did not have any crashes during the initial launch of the PC release. You know, during the first, initial launch patch, it was stable. So, let's see here. It's supposed to be something that you just naturally find? Maybe let's just start by doing his thing. Let's see if maybe I have to, talk to him after I free him. Let's try that out. Hold on. Do I remember how to play this game? Whoa. Do I remember how to play Stellar Blade? It's funny because I'm just coming from playing Silent Hill F, which your character feels very, very heavy in that game. Extremely heavy. And now where I'm just like light on my feet, so I gotta get used to this movement again. It's that one, and then it's this one, right? Hell, I should pay attention to the dialogue every time I do this for in a playthrough for the first time again, because I always forget the order, and I end up doing it the wrong way, and then I just wait for the cutscene that tells you, oh look, do it this way. Like, thanks. In fact, hang on, this is not what I'm supposed to do, is it? Yeah, I'm supposed to push this first. To be honest though, I've played this game for so many hours, like... Watch, it's not going to take me very long to get reacclimated. Most of my game time in this game now is just procedural knowledge, like just literally. I don't have to think too much about what I'm doing, I just let it happen. Hey Pope, thank you for tuning in. Will I be playing Ghost of Yotei? I have no plan to right now. I haven't even finished Ghost of Tsushima, so I'm planning to play Ghost of Tsushima, like finish my playthrough soon on stream. We're on like day 3 of it now, I think. Maybe day 4, but we're somewhere in Act 2. But yeah, we'll get back to Ghost of Tsushima. The next things that I'm going to be playing on stream will be Ghost of Tsushima and Rebirth. I'm actually, by the way, I'm thinking I'm going to start streaming Rebirth publicly. I don't really feel too worried about getting like, like people spoiling stuff at this stage. So, and well, the main reason I wanted to start streaming publicly is because we're on Chapter 8. By the way, typically I would only stream Rebirth for my channel members, but we're on Chapter 8 now, which is the Gold Saucer. And if you know anything about Final Fantasy VII, you know Gold Saucer is awesome. And so I wanted to stream that publicly because I just thought it'd be a lot of fun. And if I'm going to do that, I may as well just do the rest of my playthrough publicly. Wow, I'm happy that I remembered the order. That's awesome. You gotta do all of Digger's quest, then go back for the codes. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's do Digger's quest. When he goes to Zion, then go back to Digger's place for the codes. Oh, alright. Okay, I can do that. Although that does mean I have to... Oh, no. We're on New Game Plus. We're fine. I have plenty of resources, so we can just max out his affinity and then do the fantabulous story. No problem. Easy. Okay, hell yeah. This shouldn't take too long. Hey Devante, thank you for tuning in, man. Good to see you again. Got music so far in? Or you got music so far in this update? Yeah, we were checking out the new camp songs. I love the rearrangement of the initial camp song, the default one. Like the arranged version is so cool. And then the Hypertube one I think is going to be my other favorite. But they all seem pretty good. Kazan Man would be right up your alley. Yeah, I played the first half of the demo. I thought it was alright. what turns me off from that game is that like there's like looting and stuff. It's such a turn off when I have to like think about my build and like worry about like picking up equipment. I don't know. It's funny though, because when I was younger, I really enjoyed like Borderlands. Borderlands 1, I really liked that game. But now I just don't care. I just don't want to think about any of that shit. I hate looking through like the menu and like thinking about my build. If you've watched me play any Souls game, because we did Elden Ring, you know, we did a playthrough of Demon Souls, you know I don't like to think about my build. I don't think about my build at all. I prefer not to. And so I thought the parries system felt good, but I was just like, this feels too much like an RPG. I want it to feel less like an RPG. But I would still play Kazan if it ever comes to like a Game Pass or something, or if it's like super discounted, but that's nowhere on my radar for the near future. I just didn't really enjoy the RPG stuff because I didn't even finish the demo, to be honest. Takes so long to get your good stats on max gear. Yeah, I just don't care that much to like, I guess I don't like experiences where I have to commit a bunch of time. That sounds weird because I've committed a bunch of hours to this. Dude, I have like 800 hours in Stellar Blade now. Across console and PC, I have like 800 hours. That's a lot of time. But you know what? Each of my playthroughs is a short experience. It's like one sitting, you know, quick playthrough. Even if we do a full 100% playthrough, it takes like, you know, 2 streams or whatever. So let's talk to Digger and max out his affinity. That's the next step. Oh shit! I have to progress Enya's quest too. Digger, I'm pretty sure he doesn't move to... Oh wait, no, never mind. They're separate. If I want to finish Enya's quest, you have to progress Digger's quest. But I can just do Digger's quest. So that should be fine. I'm pretty sure I don't gotta do anything Enya. Although even if I do, it wouldn't take that long. Any new outfits? I believe yes, actually. I think they added one new outfit for doing the quest that we're doing now, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think I remember seeing somewhere that they added an outfit. Let's just start buying stuff. Got Harry Potter glasses. Wait, what maxes out his... Get the mind map copy. How do I max this out faster? Was it extremes? I think I just buy a bunch of extremes and he loves that. There's level 2. Almost level 3. Okay. Oh, that's it. You just need level 2. You don't even need level 3 affinity, but while we're here... Let's buy all this stuff, whatever. And that's it. I guess let's actually max out his affinity, just because I'm curious. I don't remember what happens, or if it unlocks anything extra. One more? Okay. There's level 3. Powerpuff Girls. It looks like the Powerpuff Girls ending screen, right? And so the day is saved. Eye patch? Wait, is this new? This one I don't recognize either. I think these were these Lara Croft glasses in the original game? Maybe this might be stuff that they added for the complete edition, I just don't know. That's probably what it is, to be honest. But this eye patch, I've never seen this. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, I can roleplay as Majima from Yakuza. I'm gonna put that on. I like the Lara Croft ones too, that's cool. I don't like orange. Okay. Alright, nice. Oh, the Spire glasses are new Nikkei stuff. Okay. That puzzle with the PlayStation buttons? Is it different on PC? No. Good question. It's the same. It's just PlayStation buttons. Which makes sense. You know why? Devante, because they have the option to sign into your PlayStation profile on the main menu. So, like, they're still kind of tying it to PlayStation a little bit. So, it's still, like, it's not console agnostic on PC. It is PlayStation biased. Oh, this is cool. Wait, Majima has... I can't even think of what his face looks like, which side he has an eye patch, whatever. But this might be literally Majima's eye patch. I think it's on his right eye. I think this is the other way. Because here it's on Eve's left eye. Yeah. The Lara glasses are actually red, not black. Oh, hey Trudy, thank you for tuning in. It was stuff added during the Nikkei update. Okay. Yeah, I guess I just haven't like poked around with any cosmetics since the game came out on PCs. Like I haven't even collected anything new. So I wouldn't know. That's cool though. Or I mean Lara's glasses are like red aviators, not these black ones. The Lara Croft... Wait, isn't it the Lara Croft glasses were in the original. The eye patch is from Nikkei. Thank you, Agatoki. Alright. I think so. Oh, you were confused by the eye patch too, Yena? Okay. This is awesome though. I want to just... I'm thinking, what looks good with this though? Hold on, I can't just use my green outfit. I gotta put something else. Yeah, I guess this works. Why wasn't I wearing the Taki suit already? This is like my favorite costume. If you've been watching me since the beginning, my favorite costume that I always wore in base, like on PS5, was the black suit. I called it. I don't even... This is a cool one too. This one here, Planet Diving Suit 2nd. Hey Pope, thank you for the $3 super chat. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Hope you're well. Thank you, Trudy. I'm doing all right. I've streamed 4 times now, including today. 4 times in the past like 6 days. So it's really nice to get back into the rhythm of things. This looks sick, right? And this is the captain suit. Captain, II Captain, R, Pirates, Flying Dutchman, SpongeBob, whatever. Let's get over to... oh wait, he told me the fantabulous story. I have ADHD. I don't even remember what he said. What do I have to do for his quest? Oh, we're doing the terminals. I know what I'm... Alright, stop. Compose myself. Composure. I know exactly what to do. So I gotta go get the terminal in the... Solar Tower, Sister's Junk, Oasis. So I have to play through the game up until Oasis. Okay. That'll take 45 minutes. Yeah, so in the next, like, within an hour, we're going to be over there. Not going to take too long. Your favorite outfit was probably the military uniform? Oh, the Nikkei one? Okay, let's get out of here. That's a cool one. I think I wore that one when we were doing the DLC. I think that's the one I used mainly. Or I mean, I checked out all of them, but then I think I settled on the green army one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. No, I'm lying. I like the other one. What's the girl with the blonde? She has short blonde hair. The hell's her name? I don't know. I don't know anything about Nikkei, but she has blonde... Wait, I just have it. Let me equip it. I'll tell you which one I like. This is the one I liked. This is my favorite hairstyle. This was my favorite hairstyle, and it looked cool with the costume as well. What the heck is it? This one. Oh, yeah. This one was badass. And in fact, let's just wear this. This thing is sick. And then the costume for it is... I have no idea. But I'll recognize it when I see it. Maybe it's at the bottom. I think it's this one. Because it's yellow. What is this elegant? Where did this come from? Is this also from Nikkei? Where did this come from? Okay, whatever. I don't know. It's been a minute, dude. I feel bad. I've forgotten some things. Yeah, this is a cool costume. That's Rapi's outfit. This is Rapi. We have to go back up the freaking long way, dude. I don't have I don't have camps. We haven't activated the solar tower, so. And if I do suicide, it would just respawn me at Digger, so that wouldn't work. It wouldn't take me to the entrance of the wasteland, unfortunately. Or no, hold on. I think no. What I was doing, I remember now. I like the hairstyle because it matches with the Taki outfit. That's what I was doing. Yeah, there we go. This is what I was rocking. Okay, now I remember. Oh, this game is so much fun, dude. I love this game. The Taki outfit really added a lot of just closure for me. A lot of satisfaction in that I played with the black suit so much on PS5 in the base game. I played with it so much. Like every single time we did New Game Plus anything, I was using that outfit. And so having what I essentially wanted, which was the Taki skin, is like just, oh my gosh, so cool. Anise. Rapi was red hair and hat and black outfit. Okay. Yeah, Rapi I remember is the protagonist. I thought I... So this is Anise. Yes. You quit the game ages ago? It's funny because when do you hear people say, I quit that game? Outside of either a free-to-play gacha game or like, you know, like a MOBA type game. Those are the only games where I hear people say, I quit that game last year. Yeah, I quit. It's almost like a, that was sick. It's like a substance abuse kind of thing. Like I had to quit, you know, I just couldn't take it anymore. Your favorite outfit has always been Planet Diving Suit 6, the V2, the blue one. Oh, the blue and white one, right? That was on some of the promotional material. That is a cool one. And the OG green outfit, 100% agree. 100% agree on the OG green outfit. That's definitely like top 3 favorite skins in the game. Where am I going? I apologize. I'm so lost. Yeah, because I do have to go do Altess. Alright. Now I know where I'm at. Let's go. Has this guy always been here? I think he has been. You got Genshin, her, Nikkei, and Azure Lane. Have to drop a few. Oh, HSR. Okay, I thought that was a typo. I don't know what HSR is. HSR. That's not Hearthstone. HSR. No clue. Probably gets too expensive. Never played, but seems like a money sink. Yeah, they're definitely money sinks. But, you know, that's kind of how they're designed, right? Gacha games are designed to kind of just reel in certain players because they don't need many whales to support the game. They need, like, very few actual people supporting the game, but because the people that do are going to support it big. In fact, I remember Tezel was telling me that doesn't the Scarlet skin cost $60? I'm pretty sure he wasn't being hyperbolic. I think it cost $60. And, you know, we gave away like 5 of those skins, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's insane. That's, like, if it's really $60, that's $300 of value, you know? Or I think you can get it by luck, but it's really hard. I don't know. Never played Nikkei. I was considering checking out Nikkei to do the Stellar Blade stuff. And I think someone had said that you can just jump into the game and you don't have to do anything to unlock the Stellar Blade content. But who am I kidding? I barely make time to play, you know, games I'm actually like trying to finish on PS Plus before my PS Plus expires. We got to finish Ghost of Tsushima. I got to finish Death Stranding somehow. That game's really long. It feels long. So what am I doing? Hold on, I don't even need this. This is New Game Plus. I have the... Wow, I autopiloted into my muscle memory there. I was just waiting for the opportunity to open this chest, but I don't need it. Still in combat. These guys are stuck, probably on this wall, yeah. That can happen. That can happen. It's funny, I remember I'm still in combat? It's funny, I remember we had a speedrun one time, a long, long time ago. This is one of my earlier speedruns. And maybe I just forgot, like, I didn't successfully kill him. Anyway, I was doing a speedrun and I do my typical jumps over to land. I skip those enemies and then I land right here. And I was waiting for like 5 minutes and they still did not exit combat. So I just reset the run. That was the one time that my jumping over and avoiding the combat screwed me. The one time. I'll never forget it. Oh, Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Sen Zero. Okay, I recognize those names, but I couldn't tell you what they even are. So those are all gachas, huh? The shoes on the OG outfit and the shine, so iconic. Need more. Hey, I agree. Although, I remember people back during the demo comparing her default heels to like horseshoes, which I thought was pretty funny. Because they do have like that kind of little elevation. I guess it's similar, kind of like a horseshoe. Wish there was a slow version of the Wasteland. And then that one would be the dynamic version. I really like the second Wasteland theme. That one's awesome. I mean, they're both really good. One of your absolute favorite outfits is Crimson Wings. I don't think I know that one. Is that, wait, is that the Quiel outfit? That's also from Complete Edition. That's a brand new one. Wait, what the hell? Oh, I've already done Altess? Oh no, I just fought... Why did I do that? I progressed far enough to get to Altess, but then didn't do Altess. What was my goal in that playthrough? I guess I just wanted to get down into Altess for some reason. Maybe I was checking a skip? Probably not. I wouldn't... No, that... Whatever. We're here now. Let's finish it. So whenever we did start this playthrough, however long ago, 2 months ago or something, apparently I got to Altess, but didn't go into Altess. So now we're going to do it. And by the way, if anyone's just tuning in, right now what I'm doing is I'm playing through Altess Levoire and Matrix to get to the desert, because I need to get to the Oasis so I can get Digger's Terminal to finish Digger's quest. Because once you finish Digger's quest, you can go back to Digger's house, or his hideout, and get some new codes, which lead to the new quest. Per chat, thank you again for letting me know. Because I would not have figured that out. I would have had to look it up. I would have had to. You recently quit playing gacha games. Your schedule is so free. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome, Blankets. What are you doing with your newfound free time? You're free to play Nikki, though. Chinese gacha by Infold/Paper Games. Oh, this game and Infinity Nikki have been your mains since last year. I like how they have sort of treated like a live service. The only free-to-play games that I've ever played are Fortnite. I mean, everyone has it at some point, right? I played a little bit of Fortnite when that was like new. Or I think I played like season 4. I played around the beginning. Never played since. I played a bit of Apex Legends, and I believe that's it. Those are the only free-to-play games I've ever played. Yeah. At least, I mean, there's things like, for example, Counter-Strike, Team Fortress 2. Those games are free-to-play now, but I was playing those when they were paid games. So I don't think of those as free-to-play games. Can't think of any other ones. Yeah. But I've never played a gacha game, so I don't know about the genre. I just know it's, I guess, what's the word? Is it exploitative? Is that the word I'm looking for? Predatory? Predatory is probably a better one to describe loot boxes. But the thing is, does gacha just mean like a gacha, like a Japanese vending machine, so it's just loot boxes? Or does that just mean like addictive kind of mobile game model, like a gameplay model where it keeps you logging in constantly? Played Apex a while. Nikki is an open world dress-up RPG. They just added a housing sim and multiplayer to it. Triangle, circle. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I saved it somehow. Circle, X, square. Let me just do single jumps. Triangle, circle, X, square. It's really weird doing double jumps in this area because since I very rarely play New Game Plus, I'm used to traversing that room with single jumps. And so if I do extra jumps, it's like completely throws me off. Completely throws me off, dude. So just gotta stick to what I know. I got your money. Oh, I thought it was gotcha, like gotcha, gotcha, bitch. That's what I thought it was, because when you insert the coins, Like in Japan, there's so many of these gacha machines. When you insert the coin, then you're just praying, you're hoping you're getting the random item that you want, and you don't get it, and then it's like, oh, gotcha. But I guess that makes sense. I got your money. I hadn't thought of it like that. I thought it was like, gotcha. Like I tricked you. What is that meme audio from? Gotcha, bitch. What is that from? I've heard that in like Team Fortress videos, like Source Filmmaker videos. What am I thinking of? I don't know. Someone might know the origin of that, what I'm talking about. Gotcha, bitch. What is that? Whatever. Anyway, I have no idea. It's so good to see you playing Stellar Blade again. Really loved it. So glad I came to see, even though you got work tomorrow and should sleep darkness. Thank you for dropping by. I do appreciate it. Definitely get some sleep, man. Rest assured, I will be streaming more Stellar Blade in the near future. And, you know, we're going to be playing other games too that hopefully has some crossover with Stellar Blade fans. Like, I'm going to be doing a playthrough of Clair Obscur. Clair Obscur, we're going to start around the holiday time. So, I don't know, maybe around Black Friday or around the end of the year, we'll be doing Clair Obscur. And I'm looking forward to playing that game because I thought it was awesome, but I haven't played it for a second. I've only watched my fiance play it. I watched my fiance do a full playthrough, but I haven't tried it at all. I don't even know what it feels like to play. But it looked cool. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And we're gonna do that on Expert. We're gonna do the hard difficulty for the first playthrough. I think it should be fun. He'll sleep at 6 a.m. Sounds reasonable. It's better than 7 a.m. Yeah, what Yenna said? Dave Chappelle? Oh, Dave Chappelle, okay. From one of his stand-ups, gotcha. Speaking of Dave Chappelle, have you guys seen the movie Half-Baked? Dude, I loved Half-Baked when I was growing up. I watched that movie so many times. The scene where he's going on the date, but he has like no money. And then it has like the counter. You know what's funny? I've mentioned this on a stream recently. I don't remember when, but I did mention it. Maybe I don't know who I was talking to. But that scene is incredible. The date scene, amazing. So funny. Such a funny movie. And also shout out to Half Baked, one of my favorite Ben and Jerry's flavors. I don't know that it's inspired by the Chappelle movie, but that movie is an absolute classic comedy. If you like weed movies. If you like, you know, marijuana movies, it's hilarious. By the way, maybe some of you guys are into... I know most of my viewers are PS5 folks, but for any of my PC folks, has anyone been looking at the Steam Deck that just went on sale? 20% off right now. I picked one up, so I ordered it the other day because I was selling off stuff like just junk from my closet, and I was like, you know what? Let's buy a Steam Deck. I was like, it's kind of reckless. Like I sold something that was like $380. And then I immediately bought a Steam Deck for $320, and I was like, yeah, this was essentially free. In my head, that's how I justified it. But I'm really excited to play games on it because there's a lot of games on Steam that I honestly would not sit down to play like at my desk, on my monitor, with a controller, maybe ever. For example, I could never really see myself sitting down to play a game like Slay the Spire, for example, at my desk, but I would play it in bed, maybe for like 30 minutes before bed on a comfortable handheld, or a game like whatever. I know Hades is a really popular one. Any kind of roguelike, it really is good for quick bursts of gaming, but RPGs too. I was thinking, man, once I get this Steam Deck, I'm interested in checking out Persona 4, Persona 5, because, you know, there's a lot of, I guess because they're long games, and, you know, I could knock out one dungeon, go to bed, you know, do some dialogue, go to bed, quick bursts of gameplay. Seems fun. Like, I was looking at how long Persona 4 Golden takes to beat, and Persona 4 Golden, at least on the website, like, you know, how long to beat, it's like 70 hours approximately. That's a really long game. I would never sit down to do that at my desk, but over the course of a few months in bed, you know, a couple sessions here and there, I could get through it probably. Maybe. I hope. You love Balatro? Another good one. Oh, you know what's... I know that just was, it was just free on PS Plus recently as a PS Plus monthly game. So I have it, but I'm not gonna play it on my console. I'm just never gonna do that. But I would play it on a Steam Deck in bed. I haven't. I hear that game's really good, but it's like poker but randomized or something. I'll have to check it out at some point because I do like stuff like that. Why did I do lasers? That's not even good. That's not even good in that case. Alright, moving on. Persona 4 Golden is such a good game. Favorite Persona game personally? Really? That's so interesting. So I was looking at like, what order should I play them in? Because I've never played a Persona game. But my fiance, she loves Persona 5. She's cosplayed, I think, 2 different characters from Persona 5. I don't know any of their names. I just know Joker. And, which is funny because I wonder if the guy from what's the Denver team? You know, that guy, his name is Joker in the NBA. If you follow the NBA, I know there's a player called Joker. I forget what his actual name is. I don't watch basketball. But I was like thinking, I wonder if he's a fan of Persona 5. Whatever, I'm an idiot. Anyway, yeah, so she loves Persona 5, so I've always been like, oh, maybe I'll try out the series. And I was Googling, like, what order should I play the games in? And apparently, you only want to play 1 and 2 in order, but then 3, 4, 5 are like their own thing, so you can just play them like whatever order you want. But it makes sense to play the oldest ones first. So I was like, I'll just start with Persona 4 because it was like, or because Persona 4 Golden is like a remaster or remake or something of a PS2 game, to my understanding. So it's gonna feel the oldest, and then I'd probably play Persona 5 after that, Royal. And then, you know, if I really like them, maybe I'll pick up the Persona 3 remake whenever that goes on sale. I don't know. Too many games to play, but, you know, maybe I'll be playing more games with Steam Deck. So excited. I'm so excited, dude. Like, the prospect of, like, because, I mean, $320, that's like, if you round it down, $300, I mean, that's a Switch with so much more capability. Switch 1, I should say. Hey, Talius, thank you for tuning in. You've got over 218 hours in Persona 5. Super fun game. Everything about it is quite good. Love the soundtrack. Hell yeah. No, the soundtrack is incredible. I've only played... The only Atlas game I've played is Catherine, which is awesome, by the way. I played it originally on PS3, but then more recently, I bought the full body version on PS5. And I started a second playthrough, but I haven't finished that. Anyway, Catherine's amazing. But yeah, the music is incredible. And I like the whole, like, dialogue aspect. I hear that the SMT, the Shin Megami Tensei games, are more, more RPG and less dialogue stuff. So, it's interesting. I don't know what kind of playstyle I'd like more. Would I like more dialogue, less RPG stuff? Like, less battling? Or the inverse? I don't know. I'm gonna get into it and then I'll have thoughts on it. I don't think Persona's the type of game that would be good for streaming, to be honest. Because they're so long. I wouldn't want to commit to, like, doing a full playthrough on stream. That'd be like an Elden Ring. Elden Ring was a huge... Nikola Jokic. Yes, there you go. I confuse him and Luka Doncic sometimes. You did a run on hard from scratch, and this fight was actually a great challenge that way? Yes, indeed. New Game Hard is... It's funny you mentioned that, Kasanza, because as far as speedrunning New Game Hard, it's interesting because if you do speedruns on New Game Story or normal, it's the same thing. It plays the exact same way, everything's the same. Your route doesn't change. But if you do New Game Hard, you have to route in getting your Eagle Eye to the 3rd tier so that you can get the perk of getting ammo back in the fight. That way you can kill it faster. Because Maelstrom is super tanky on New Game Hard. Super tanky. And so, yeah. I mean, even there, he took, you know, a good chunk of... He has a good chunk of health, even though I'm using 4 double-edged gears, you know? You want to make a mod... Oh, sorry, I just noticed this message, Trudy. I want to make a mod where you can use your sword here, and also where you have to traverse through the Great Desert to seamlessly access Matrix 11. Using the sword in Altess and Abyss would be cool. I wonder if is that really not already a mod? Cheech and Chong's Nice Dreams is your favorite weed movie? Actually hilarious retro movie? You know, I think I've seen clips of that, but I've never seen the actual whole movie. Your Steam Deck is your Balatro machine. Nice. Oh, no P. Hey, how you doing, man? Thank you for tuning in. When do your Padres play? Hang on. Hold on. What? Because I know the Reds are playing right now. It's Reds, Tigers, right? So... Oh, sorry. Guardians, Tigers. I'm a fool. I'm thinking NL. I can... Okay, Guardians, Reds, they have kind of a similar logo. And I don't really watch their games. So, Guardians, Tigers. Tigers are up. It looks like they're going to win, but it's 2-1. Your Padres play... Oh my god, it's top of the second. It's already going on. Padres at Cubs. Good luck, man. Good luck. I hope you get it. I hope your team advances. What am I doing here? Nothing. We're going to go over to the presence chamber. Okay. Song is sick. Alright, then we just gotta run through Matrix 11. Persona 5 is a good entry. The characters dress up as superheroes instead of high school students. If you play 3 to 5, you'll understand light references, but other than that, doesn't really matter where you start in your opinion. Okay. Hey Sage, Airdel. Airdel, good to see you, man. How's it going? It's been a minute. I have not streamed in a while. But it's good to see so many familiar faces again. Yeah, speaking of playoffs, you know, I'm streaming. I have a very strict 4-hour limit today. I'm not streaming beyond 6. It's 3:30 p.m. right now. At 6 p.m. I am out. I'm not going to miss a second of the Yankees game, especially because my boyfriend is pitching. It's going to be Max Fried versus Garrett Crochet, and this is the scariest game in the series, in my opinion. Easily, because Garrett Crochet has been a monster all season. And, I mean, like, there's honestly, like, a small argument for Garrett Crochet for the Cy Young over Tarek Skubal. But, yeah. I have faith. I have faith in Fried. I have faith in Fried. My wife is gonna get jealous. Nah, she thinks it's hilarious when I call him my boyfriend. I don't know, what can I say? I love watching him pitch. I've watched all of his starts this season, and he's been exactly what I wanted out of our ace lefty starting pitcher. He's been so much fun to watch. His curveball, oh my gosh. His outside curveball on righties is so pretty. It's one of the prettiest curveballs. It's like Justin Verlander also has like a really pretty curveball. It's so nice. It makes me so happy. And like just the way he thinks, and just he's such an athlete. He's so athletic, and he's such a good fielder when balls get hit back at him on the mound. Oh my gosh. I'm in love. I'm in love with him. What can I say? Indeed, good news. You do not have cancer, only fatty liver disease. So I'll take it. That's amazing. That's really good news. Holy shit. You love the new stuff added to the latest update? Oh, I guess you played it on PS5, yeah? Because it came out a week ago, but Airdel, that's incredible news. Congratulations, man. Thank you for sharing that. Hell yeah. Fuck cancer. Dude, cancer's brutal. My dad went through it. He had throat cancer towards the end of last year. This is something I never talked about while it was happening on stream, and you wouldn't have noticed. But it was intense, and I'm really glad that you don't have to go through that. But for anyone wondering, he did all the chemo, he got the surgery, he did the chemo. He's good right now. He is good. He lost some weight, but he's been gaining it back, so all is well. All is well. The new demo crawler Arrange is fire too. I agree. The demo crawler one is the one that sounded like it sounded romantic to me a little bit. It sounded like it could have played at the Gates of Hell in Bayonetta. You know what I mean? If you've played Bayonetta, check out the song Gates of Hell, which is the shop music. It's really good. Like if you like the camp music in Stellar Blade, you should check out that song. If you've never played Bayonetta, go to YouTube and Google Gates of Hell Bayonetta OST. Star Descent is gorgeous too. I agree, however, the one thing with Star Descent is that since it takes a while to pick up, like it takes a while to get to the meat of the song, you know, typically I don't spend much time at the camps when I'm running through them. So unless you're sitting there for a while, yeah, it's cool to listen to it. But I like how the default camp song Arranged and Hypertube, they just get into the song immediately. So even if I only spend, 10 seconds at the shop, I can still hear, I can enjoy some of that. No, the update went live today for PC and you did the new content. Glad your dad beat cancer. You'll pray and Thanksgiving for you. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. And again, congratulations to you, dude. By the way, did anybody else here? Did anybody here else play? Whoa, can I make a sentence? Did anybody else here play Silent Hill F? And if so, what did you think of it? And if you have not seen my playthrough, dude, check out the playthrough. I have it's not too long actually. The whole playthrough was about it was about 14 or 15 hours, and it's all timestamped. I have a playlist on my channel, and dude, so much crazy stuff happens. It's truly a roller coaster, and so many things I just would have never expected to happen in that game happened. I was like, wow. So I was really happy to go into it with just zero expectations, dude. Especially any kind of survival horror game, or any kind of game with like, a really involved story. I feel like it's so nice to go in blind. By the way, I just realized something. Oh, there we go. I meant to have my controller layout on. I usually have it on when we're playing Stellar Blade, but now we've got it back. Always loved long meandering songs. Hey, I love progressive music too. But for my use case, for how little time I spend in the camps when I'm usually just sprinting through them, just buying ammo, I'm happy that I can enjoy some new camp songs. Anyway, the one that I was listening to the most was Blur. Blur from the Complete Edition when PC came out. Blur is a really good one. It's all about marriage metaphors or something in the 60s Japan. Crazy to make that a survival horror game. Truly creative. And you know what's insane? I feel like the story, I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody. And to be honest, I couldn't even spoil it if I tried because it's really complex. I feel like each subsequent playthrough is going to make the story feel like some kind of... I feel like there's a secret masterpiece hidden in there that not everybody will get to fully appreciate because they're not going to play through it 3 times or 4 I don't know how much we have to do to get a better understanding. I don't know if we'll ever have a full understanding, but a better understanding of the story. But I really want to see those extra endings. Like that first ending, I was like, are you kidding me? It made me think of the Sopranos ending. That's how I felt. I was like, what? If you know, you know. If you've watched The Sopranos, my favorite TV show ever, the only TV show I really am happy to watch. Because I'm not really a big TV guy at all. But I love The Sopranos, and the ending was definitely like a, wow, are you serious? That's how it ends? Like, wait, what? What happened? So... Lovely Lonely Cat was on repeat for you. Favorite voices: Korean Lily, Japanese Oracle, Chinese Taki, English Eve. Not sure for Adam and Raven. Japanese Raven's up there for me. I really like her performance. But yeah, I like all of Lily's... Actually, yes, I like every single one of Lily's voices except for the Japanese one. To be honest, that's probably... Because the thing is, her character sounds just like a different personality in Japanese. But her Korean and Chinese really suit her, and then her English one is also extremely good. In fact, the first time, because it wasn't that long ago we did it actually, I think it was only in May, it was like May I want to say, that we did our first English playthrough. In the month of May, I'm pretty sure, we did our first English playthrough, and I got to experience the English dub. And Lily was just a highlight for me. It was really good. I did not expect to enjoy her voice acting that much. Okay. Isn't the Silent Hill F story crafted by the writer of the Higurashi franchise? Yeah, it's what's his name? It's something 07. Yes, I believe that's correct. I hear that writer is very good. And, just from what I've experienced, I've never read any of his work or anything, but from what I've experienced from playing Silent Hill F, I was like, wow, this is a complex story. Hang on a sec. I think there's one more guy. Yep. Okay. Oh, there's one more guy again. No, you bastard. Okay, moving on. AR6U06. English Raven is so fire for me. I can't remember what she sounds like at all. I couldn't tell you what she sounds like. I guess it was a forgettable one for me. I can't remember. The only English ones I remember are Lily. Like clearly Lily. And in Eve. The hell did Adam sound like? I think I didn't like Adam at all. I'm pretty sure I did not like Adam. Whatever, doesn't matter. We're never going to play on English ever again here, probably. Most likely never going to play that again. Hey, A. Rachel, thank you for tuning in. Good to see you. So happy to see another familiar face. English Raven is awesome. I think Australian or similar. To be honest, I'd have to go back to that English playthrough and just like look at my own VOD and just see what I thought about it because I can't remember. English Adam's major cringe. I think he just sounded lifeless to me. Like he had no. I don't remember what it was, but I was like, what the hell? This is Adam in English? Like, what is this character? Oh, I remember now. I remember thinking that he sounded very unlikable. Like there wasn't. Like, I understood, because I remember some people talking about how like, they really didn't like Adam. And I was like, what? You don't like Adam? And then it's like, oh, you played on English. Okay, well... And actually, if you played through on Japanese for the first time, which probably not many very people did, because it didn't come on the, like, international release, you wouldn't think of Lily as such a happy-go-lucky kind of character, you know? Because she doesn't sound like that in Japanese. You like Korean Eve? Can't go wrong with Korean Eve. I love my Korean voice acting. I mean, the Korean Eve, too, the reason I love it so much is because of the battle cries. Like, the way her battle cries sound, this voice actress, the way she did them, are just, it's so good. It's so good. I just never get tired of listening to it. And that was really my only issue when I played the demo originally. The first time I played Stellar Blade, the demo, I played it in English. And I, even immediately, I didn't like the way the battle cries sounded. And I've described it as this many times. I'm sorry if you like it, but this is just my opinion. The battle cries to me sound really grating to my ear. To my ears, they sound really grating, and it's hard for me to listen to. But also, I play the game a lot, so that's the thing too. Consider the amount of repetition that I go through with this game. I hear all these things so much. You know, for 800 hours, I'm gonna play the one that I enjoy the most, the voice acting that I like the most. It's like when she does her heavy attacks. It's like the heavy attack specifically that just sounds really, I don't know. I can't articulate why I'm not smart enough to articulate it, but I just know that I don't enjoy listening to it. Why do I have a strong feeling that we'll be playing as Raven in Stellar Blade 2? Wouldn't that be sick? Wouldn't that be just so badass? That's kind of what I predicted with in my wishlist video. I predicted Taki and Raven, a split campaign, but you know, I'm open to whatever, to be honest. I'll just be happy to get another Stellar Blade game. When Stellar Blade 2 comes out, that's going to be a surreal experience because, like, you know, Stellar Blade will always be a very special game to me because it started my YouTube channel. I would have never been making any YouTube videos or streaming as much as I have if it weren't for this game. Why did I even fall down here? Hold on. Get back up. And so to share a new release with you guys, that'll be just so sick. It's gonna be so sick. You know? I feel like it'll be similar to the amount of hype the same kind of hype to when Stellar Blade came out on PC. That was such a hype stream. I think that was my favorite stream we've ever done. It was incredible. Because that was the 24-hour stream. If you're newer or you didn't see it, I did a 24-hour stream. Just freaking awesome stream, and we had a great time. Although it didn't take 24 hours. It was overnight, but I think it only took me the whole platinum speedrun on day 1 of PC, I think took 17 hours. But it was still, you know, a very long stream. So not quite 24 hours, but overnight. Okay. Our first boss coming back after a month off. Let's see. It's Stalker, so we should just remember everything. Nice. You want a game where Eve has Cain and Abel. Would be so awesome to see her as a mom and maybe get a male and female protagonist sibling. It's fun to speculate, you know. Make a video about it. That sounds interesting. Why did I do that? I knew he was going to transition there. No, I got hit. Unfortunate. One, two, three, and 4, 5. I messed up my combo, my aim canceling combo. You don't want to play as anyone but Eve? I would be really excited if I got to play as Taki or Raven. As long as the combat hasn't changed, I'd be super thrilled. We took a lot of damage there. Yeah, like a 20-year time skip would be awesome to see what Mother Sphere is going to cook up. Keep testing the new species. I mean, I guess they could go... I don't know. I have no idea what they've got planned. I'm sure they have a plan, though. So we'll see what Shift Up does. We'll find out together. Rest assured, when Stellar Blade 2 comes out, or whatever they call it, we will be playing it together live. I will be here streaming it. Don't you worry. And hopefully it comes out on PC day 1. Jeez, if I have to buy another Sony console to play Stellar Blade 2, I would be very sad. I'd rather not buy a console again. I bought my PS5 just to... because my fiance has a PS5, so, you know, just to do PS5 things together. But I prefer to not buy any more games on that ecosystem. I don't want to have a library with Sony. Because, you know, I want to have everything on PC. I much prefer PC. It's been my platform since 09. So I just have such a huge library at this point. I just prefer everything here. You were thinking Cain and Abel coming from Mother Sphere. Since Eve is the best of the female airborne squadron, what about the male squadrons, similar to 9S in Nier? Yeah, why isn't there a male squadron? That'd be interesting to explore. Hey, wouldn't it be sick if... They probably wouldn't do this because I think that Shift Up realized that there will be a lot of like people that just buy the game just because of Eve. But that's a lot of sales, right? But if they made like a male protagonist game and then the creators of Lies of P, then they switched and then they did a female protagonist game, that'd be so cool if they just like traded the 2 Korean developers. I would love that. As long as it plays like this, I'd be thrilled. As long as it plays similar to this. Okay. This is ECAC6L. Wow, I feel so cool with my eye patch. This eye patch is sick, dude. Where's the 6? Here it is. And then the L. The game suffered from being blacklisted by the media and not enough people getting a chance to play on PC and Xbox to prove the narrative wrong. As long as he's likable. Or stoic. I feel like either one could work. I feel like they could do a game either way. I agree, I don't think they would go exclusive again. But I think Eve is the focal point of the IP. Yeah, that's because... I think that the reason it's like that is because they want to try to get some crossover. Because like Nikkei fans will just be like, oh cool, female protagonist, I'll buy this game. It wouldn't surprise me if a lot of people who have bought Stellar Blade haven't finished the game. They're just like, oh cool, female protagonist, I'll buy this, check it out. But because you know, you wouldn't know, like just looking at like the art, looking at like the cover, you wouldn't know it's this kind of game with like deep combat, right? So at the same time, there is story mode, so really anybody could finish it. Anybody can finish it if they want to. I don't need to go this way. What am I doing? I keep autopiloting into my speedrun, like, you know, usual routes, but we don't need to collect anything. I don't have to collect a single thing. All we're trying to do is get to the oasis right now. That's it. Next year, though, is going to be a crazy year. I can't wait to play a new Resident Evil game. I can't wait to play the new Yakuza 3 remake. Can't wait to play the Silent Hill 1 remake. If that is next year, I'm not sure. And it's really like pretty front loaded. It's gonna be awesome, dude. You know what's tripping me up, by the way, in chat right now? You guys, thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Everybody chatting right now has really similar colors in their icons. So all of your avatars, they kind of blend together a little bit. And so I'm having like trouble in my head separating like who is talking. Because for some reason, I instinctively look at the avatar first and then the name. But everyone's colors are so similar. It's like a little happy family. You guys are such a similar color palette. Anywho. Oh, I didn't even realize that deals damage to you. Okay. Man, when you look at every game, the trophies and achievements are always below 50% halfway through the game. You know what's a crazy one? On Elden Ring, I think it's like under 40% of people who don't even like get to Margit, like finish Margit. The first boss in the game. Like the first like actual boss. That's crazy. By the way, I didn't even talk about this because it's been so long since I've streamed, but I recently played through Elden Ring again. Just because the deal was too good to pass up. I picked up the PS5 copy for $40 with the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll pick this up on PS5 and just play it again. And so I was like, okay, how can I make this more interesting? And the reason I would it's kind of nice to own a physical copy of it is because I don't actually own the game on PC. I played it through my ex-roommates. We're friends. My old roommates Steam library, because we still have our libraries linked together. So he owns Elden Ring. And it was nice to just have my own copy. But I was like, okay, I'm playing on PS5, you know, like, okay, how can I make it more interesting? So I did a level 1 playthrough, a rune level 1 playthrough. And it was really fun. It wasn't actually that bad. There were only like 4 bosses that were like, oh, this is kind of hard. And, but they were hard when I did have to do them. And those bosses were, if you're an Elden Ring fan, in my rune level 1 playthrough, the bosses that gave me resistance were, the first one was Gold Godfrey. That was the first boss that I was like, oh, I can't just like obliterate him. So I had to sit there and learn him for like whatever, a little bit, and then just learn him and kill him like normally. And then after that, dude, it was freaking Fire Giant took 1 billion years. I ended up having to cheese him using Latenna, and I killed Fire Giant just by summoning Latenna, and she just shot like probably 1,000 arrows at him and eventually killed him because it was it was just like impossible how much health he had and the amount of time it would have taken. Like I got him to phase 2 once and then I just got wrecked and I was like, man, this is forget it. I didn't even realize that you can actually summon Alexander the Jar for that fight. So had I known that, maybe I could have done it normally, but I just used Latenna. And then after that, it was Draconic Tree Sentinel outside of Malekith. That was the worst one, probably. Or second to worst one. The Draconic outside of Malekith was horrible. Malekith was much easier than just the freaking Draconic Tree Sentinel. And then beyond that, everything was pretty chill until I got to Elden Beast. Elden Beast ruined my life. Elden Beast ruined my day 2 days in a row, but then I got him. The fact that I had to fight Radigan like literally like 50 times like to get to Elden Beast, or like I probably reached Elden Beast, not even joking, probably like 40 times. It was so rough to just escape the Elden Stars attack, and I never figured it out ever. I could not figure it out. But what I eventually managed to do to kill him was I just got some extra buffs. Like I popped Exalted Flesh. I like made myself as offensive as possible, and I just barely got to squeeze out a 1 cycle with Black Knife Tish to kill Elden Beast. And I finally finished my Rune level 1 run. It was pretty fun. It took like a week. And I would have streamed it if I was in the mood for streaming, but I was kind of just doing it to dissociate, just to do something, you know, entertaining, you know, in bed while listening to some podcasts or whatever. Because yeah, this past month, if you've seen my last community post, you know what I'm talking about. It's been kind of rough. But we're back now. I'm feeling good. We're streaming again. It feels good to get back into the rhythm of things. You know, streaming, like I said earlier, in the past like 6 days I've streamed 4 times, including today. And that feels good. I really missed the routine. I missed the routine of streaming so much. So yeah. And I'm really grateful to have anybody still watching me. Thank you guys for waiting for me and, you know, being here now that I'm back. Especially anybody who stayed subscribed to my channel membership, especially, thank you so much. That's like super kind of you, because I wasn't doing anything for a month. So, really cool. But anywho, such a chill stream chat makes it feel so good to be here. Thank you for being here. Do appreciate it. That's what I do appreciate about, you know, we have such a cool community because everyone's really mature. It's all like everyone's like minimum 25 years old, and we have a lot of people in like their late 30s, 40s, some 50s too. It's really cool having that kind of wisdom around, you know, in the community. And so the general maturity is so high, it's just a really cool place to conversate. I love our Discord. By the way, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord. It's free. I'm going to try to make more community things there soon to give people a reason to, you know, take a look at it every so often instead of just notifications. But yeah, I also post, if you're new, I always put when I'm streaming in our Discord. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Hold on, I forgot the thing. I almost forgot to do my Smart Mine. Nice. Cricket Butcher boss would be awesome. Those guys are Berserk. The guy's Berserk red attack is so dangerous. Yeah, the 5-string into Repulse? The 5-string, I know what you're talking about. It is a rough attack because if you mess up a single parry, you're kind of stun locked. 40 for you. Been gaming forever. Hell yeah. I love that. I think it's a good idea to build an IP on a character, Cloud, Lara Croft, and so far Eve is likable enough to be a selling point. That's actually a great point, Trudy. That is a very good point, yes. It does make sense to build on one character, so, yeah. However, I think it'd still be sick. Maybe how they do it is ease in to playing as another character, right? Like you can have 2 characters, Joel and Ellie, or what's another example? Ratchet and Clank, although I guess you're always playing as Ratchet. Jack and Daxter. Maybe make the next game playing as Eve. She's mainly Eve, but then split it like 60-40 or 70-30 playing as the next character that you're going to play as. Maybe 60-40 or maybe 50, I don't know. They could do 50-50. If we have like some flashback sequences with Taki or something, or somehow Taki or just another character with maybe a slightly varied combat style, but that still is focused on the parries and stuff, that still feels like Eve. I don't know, I think it'd be cool to have more variety. I think it'd be so cool. But I guess then they'd have to do double the costumes. Yeah, or like Resident Evil. Yes, multiple main characters easing into other characters would be good. Yeah, Resident Evil is also a great example because, you know, there's a lot of likable protagonists in that franchise. Everyone loves Jill. Everyone loves Leon. Chris is just kind of a meme, right? Just punching boulders. But, you know, I like Chris too. Oh, RE2. Leon, Claire. I think there's room for two, but that is a good point. Like, yeah, having a focus on a protagonist like the example of Link is such a good one. Hold on, let me not die here. Ouch. One and two and three, 4, delay, end, 5. Nice, I still remember some of these strings, cool. That makes me really happy. Big jump. You know, again, like I mentioned, a lot of the knowledge is procedural. Playing this game for me is mostly procedural knowledge and just reciting it, you know? So, the fact that I also am very vocal with my timings and reciting them, or like speaking them aloud, helps to make them, I guess, more, they're more internalized. They're much more internalized. Hey, Life34, thank you for tuning in. Eve is so OP at the end, I really don't want to see them depower her like they did. Like they had to keep doing for Kratos in the old God of War series. The thing is, I mean, the thing is, Kasanza, it'd be boring if there's nothing to progress, right? If you're not building up your character. The game would be boring if you're just powerful the whole game. I really don't mind, like, like Metroid style, or like you said, God of War style, losing everything. Or start her with a bunch of stuff, but then still make space to learn, like have a skill tree, still upgrade stuff. You know, having those RPG elements is nice, just so that you feel like you're progressing, because otherwise, the gameplay loop might get a little bit stale. I wouldn't mind. I love Sekiro, and there's like nothing you upgrade in that game besides like your health a little bit. Or like your damage a little bit. But like for the most part, I mean, damn, Sekiro, I didn't go that hard on the skill tree. I got very few skills. And, you know, it got more enjoyable over time because your knowledge would level up. And, you know, obviously your skills and your knowledge of timings. And so I love that, but if Stellar Blade had a bunch of RPG elements, it'd be kind of strange for them to suddenly change to that kind of design ethos. So I think they gotta have the RPG elements. It wouldn't bother me at all if she lost everything. Start again from scratch, or somehow make her have like a new skill tree. As long as there's stuff to work on and stuff to upgrade to make your character feel like they're progressing. Because who doesn't love, like if you're playing an action RPG, who doesn't like feeling like, oh wow, I've gotten so much stronger. You know, these enemies that were stronger or at the beginning of the game now, I feel way stronger than them, blah, 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 whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's a great discussion point. Imagine Shift that made Eve a boss in Stellar Blade 2. Maybe she has to fight herself. She has to fight the anti-Eve, like Sora fighting anti-Sora. I don't know. It does make sense. On the other hand, everybody loves 2B, and she was also only really playable in Automata. Curious what they'll pull off. I'm gonna let this cutscene rock. Or like Witcher, with Geralt as the main and slowly introduce Ciri through gameplay. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's another franchise Trudy that I gotta get into. I actually own all the games. I have Witcher 1, 2, 3. Just never played them. Speaking of Witcher, my fiance is also a huge Witcher fan. She loves Witcher 3. She's cosplayed as Ciri, since you mentioned her. And when we were playing Elden Ring, she made her character Ciri. It's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool how much you can create in Elden Ring in the character creator. You can basically make anything. This song brings back memories. So chill and good. Hell yeah. This is a great one. I wish it was longer. I wish they made this one a camp song. Because it's really short. It's a very short loop. Isn't Mother Sphere still alive by the end of the canon ending? I suppose that could be something in continuation if they decided to do that. Mother Sphere is in every ending. Yeah. Yeah, Mother Sphere will always be around. Yeah, so, I mean, she'll definitely have a presence. Being the main antagonist, right? She'll definitely have a presence. Earlier, we were talking about, like, what a time skip could look like in the future, and then what has Mother Sphere been up to? So... I am very curious. It's definitely fun to speculate, but I'm very curious to see where they take the next game narratively. I'll just go finish it off. I don't have time for this. Let's get our free heal. Pokemon Mom Heal. You thought Witcher would keep Ciri and Empress of Nilfgaard? I don't know if that's what you're referring to. I don't know any of the characters besides Geralt and Ciri. That's it. But yeah, I'll play the Witcher games at some point. You know, it's funny because like I have this pipe dream of thinking I'm gonna play through Witcher 1 and then I'll play Witcher 2 and then I'll play Witcher 3 in order. That way I can appreciate the, you know, the improvements over time. But to be honest, am I really gonna do that? Because, you know, I bought Witcher 1 and 2 for so cheap. If I don't play them immediately, whatever. Not like a huge loss, but like I don't know, man. Steam sales just, they get you sometimes. Humble bundles, they'll just get you. They'll just be getting you to buy stuff that you're probably that you know you're not gonna play, you know. But I feel like as long as I eventually play Witcher 3, I'm good, because I know that game is awesome. All I hear is good things about it. So 1 and 2, 3. One and 2, 3. Unfortunately got greedy there. If I had beta chained that last attack, we would have been fine. Nice. Gino, watch the Witcher 2 cutscene movie for the background, then just play Witcher 3. I heard that, I forget which one it is, but Witcher 1 or 2, one of those games is really short. You have Witcher 3 on your wish list because someone said it was good, waiting on sales. Yeah, you'll see Witcher 3 always go on sale for $10 on Steam. And with the DLC, it's like $12. So, very affordable. 1 and 2. 3. I forgot how I used to count that. I don't know. One. One, 2, 3. Delay and 4. Nice. Let me get one dodge and then I'll finish her off with a descending break. Give me one dodge. Gotta get Witcher 3, both DLCs. Yes, I got them. Don't rest assured, I have the DLCs. Oh, there's a cutscene movie for Witcher 1 and 2. I don't know, man. I like old games too, though. What I'll do is I'll look up how long it actually takes to beat them. Here's the thing, man. Steam Deck, the Steam Deck. I'm gonna have. I feel like it's gonna open up so many. I must sound like absurdly optimistic about my Steam Deck prospects of actually playing more games. And I feel like maybe this is what everybody goes through when they get their Steam Deck initially. But I feel like it's just gonna allow me to find time to really, I don't know, like I feel like I'm gonna play so many more games. I feel like I'm gonna play so many more games, which is so nice because I barely play video. I literally outside of streaming, but rather before I started streaming, I barely played games, man. And I used to enjoy them so much more when I was younger, as like a teenager and like a kid, teenager years. And then like once I got to college, I just stopped playing games. I was just focused on freaking. I was mostly playing Magic the Gathering and like fighting games. I would play fighting games, but not other games in general outside of RE games. Don't worry, I kept up on my favorite franchise, of course, Resident Evil. But there's so many games that I missed over the past like 15 years that I want to catch up on. Like maybe I'll give Skyrim a chance. I really didn't enjoy it at all when it came out. I played it on release. I was like, I want to go back and play Oblivion again. And I tried Skyrim for like 40 hours and I just could not get into it at all. But maybe on Steam Deck, maybe I can get into it. We'll see. Because I know a lot of people really like Skyrim for some reason. And I would like to understand why and give it another chance potentially. However, what I'm more likely to do is just go through and play Oblivion again. Or maybe I'll finally give Morrowind a try. I've always wanted to play Morrowind. I never played it because I'm like a little bit too young for that game. My first Elder Scrolls was Oblivion. Oh man, I could play through New Vegas finally. In bed, that's so cool. I've never played New Vegas either. Or maybe I'll play through Fallout 3 again, do the DLC. I never played the DLC initially on 360 when it came out. I just played the base game. I never got the DLC. But I know people like love Mothership Zeta. I know Mothership Zeta. What's the other one? The Pit. Steel. Steel. Something. I can't remember. But I heard the DLCs were very good. I'd like to try them out. Bethesda's DLCs are usually very cool. Like, if you played Oblivion, the Shimmering Isles DLC was amazing. It was so good. Seems like you have a lot of games to play. Hella games to play. All you know is that Steam's spring sale makes AAA games 50 to 90% off. Oh, that reminds me. You guys should pick up Dead Space on Steam. If you're on Steam, it's $12. If you've even thought of playing Dead Space, man, check it out. That game's really good. I played it when it was free on PlayStation. But I would definitely recommend for $12. Totally worth $12. Although it is on, I think, Game Pass as well. So if you just wanted to only play through it once, I guess you could do it slightly cheaper. Rather, if you have other games that you'd want to play on Game Pass too, you could knock out Dead Space in like a weekend. And then play like another game with the rest of your month for Game Pass. So, free on PS5. I think it was a monthly game, I believe. I think it was a monthly game. I believe it's not an extra, PS Plus extra. It's just, it was like a few months ago. And I picked it up. We did a stream. We did a full playthrough of it across 2 streams. It was a good playthrough. Had a lot of fun. Whenever you hear Morrowind, you always think of an old creepy pasta about it, huh? I never read that one. I mean, I do remember some classic old creepy pastas from when I was, like whatever, 12 years old on the internet, and like just people would just post them on forums and stuff. But yeah, I remember how avid Morrowind fans were. It's like, it doesn't explain anything to you. It doesn't treat you like a kid. Oblivion doesn't even like handhold that hard. I mean, it does, but like compared to modern games, it's funny because like if you compare it to modern games, Oblivion like doesn't hold your hand at all. You still gotta read what to do, kind of. It just shows you where you gotta go, but like you gotta read what to do. Sometimes, actually, like read the quest log. So, but yeah, Morrowind is like zero hand holding, which I understand the appeal. I get it. More immersive that way, right? You got to chapter 7 and wore out? Oh, I see, of Dead Space. But the concept seemed fun. Dismemberments are fun for a bit. Yeah, it's Dead Space. It's a survival horror game. But when I played through it, I really felt a lot more like I was playing BioShock. It's really like it's more of a BioShock game with survival horror as well. But what I mean by that is the combat, you're so strong in Dead Space. You're so overpowered. You got telekinesis and all this stuff. And so, you know, really what it is the telekinesis. That made me feel like I was playing BioShock because I never felt like I was too weak. It's not like in a more kind of grounded in reality kind of game. Sort of like a Resident Evil game, for example. You have normal guns. BioShock, you got these crazy weapons, insane weapons, and you got powers. It's fun. It's really fun. It's more actiony. If you're worried thinking it's gonna be really scary, there's some scares, whatever. But I mean, I'm telling you, like the fact you'll feel so powerful, it will not make it as scary compared to like a game where you feel very weak, such as like a Silent Hill 2. You know. Dagoth Wave is awesome music video. What is that? Is that related to Dead Space? You'll be brief. A mod and made it constantly night. All the NPCs were dead, and if you stood still for too long, you die, and you were getting stalked. Wait, so that's not a real mod? Because that sounds like a cool mod. That sounds like an awesome mod. I would love to have my Bethesda game transform into a survival horror game with a stalker enemy. Stalker enemies are so cool, man. Any game with a stalker enemy, I am into. I love stalker enemies. Resident Evil 2, Mr. X, Resident Evil 3, Nemesis. A recurring powerful enemy that you cannot kill, that is always just haunting you, chasing you around. Oh, Clock Tower. Stalker enemies are so sick. Oh, it's a Morrowind music video. I would really like to see another, more horror-centric game, like Control by Remedy. I haven't played Control. I did pick it. Oh my gosh, that's another game I can play on my Steam Deck. I picked it up for $4. It was on sale on Steam for $4. I was like, are you serious? I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about it, and it's free on I have it on PS5 through PS Plus, but again, I don't want to like play that much stuff on my PS5. I like to just have it for, you know, its uses, and that's it. Because I'm serious. Once PS Plus expires for me, which is in November, actually, I looked it up recently. I think it's like at the end of November, around Black Friday. I'm never going to renew it again. The only reason I would renew it is if I wanted to play a specific game that I got through the monthly games. So then I could buy like 1 month of Essential, play through the game, you know, get my fill, get my fix, and then, you know, move on from it again. For example, like Dead Space, I guess, because I have that game on PS5. If I wanted to go through it, play it again on my New Game Plus save, you know, I could do that. Since it is tied to, you know, it was a monthly PS Plus free game. I don't know. I'm just really like, I don't like subscriptions. I don't think anybody likes subscriptions. But considering that PS Plus is my only subscription, and YouTube Premium, if I can delete one of them, I've cut my subscriptions in half. It's pretty good, 50%. Can't go wrong with that. Dagoth Wave video on YouTube. Is it like a funny music video? It sounds like it'd be... If it's Morrowind for some reason... I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not a funny music video. But I associate Bethesda games with a lot of, you know, jank and just funny moments. Especially, you know, Oblivion had so much funny dialogue, man. Some of those Dark Brotherhood quest lines were just incredible. So memorable. Oh, hey, look, we're at the Oasis. I should make a timestamp. Alright, we're back. We have made it to the Oasis. Welcome to the timestamp if you just jumped here. So now I can go to Clyde's house and grab the terminal for Digger's quest. And then I'll go run back to the Wasteland, grab the one in the Solar Tower, go back to Zion, grab that one, and that's all 3. And then we should be able to go back to Digger's house. Wait, what is this? Has this always been here? Oh yeah, no, that's been there. That's been there. Right? Yeah, no, that... I'm pretty sure that chest has always been there. I just usually don't swim through here. Normally I run around, but I felt like swimming. I don't know. Felt like using my wetsuit. Jesse Faden is amazing. Some people say it's a real mod, but it's nearly impossible to find. Not really too sure since it's been forever since you've heard about it, huh? Man, if that is a real mod, that sounds dope though. I would love that if it's like an urban legend, and then it turns out it's actually real. That's cool. It wouldn't surprise me if it is a real mod though for Morrowind Life 34 because, you know, Bethesda games are so heavily modded. Like, they have insane mod support. Anything you want, you can get pretty much. All sorts of UI things, all sorts of texture upgrades, texture packs, blah, blah, whatever you want. Sky's the limit. Hello, Asman Mars. Am I doing a speedrun? No, today what we're doing is we're looking at the new content. So in order to... Why did I talk to Clyde there? In order to access the new side quest, I had to do Digger's side quest. So that's what we're doing right here. Just grab that terminal, and now we are done. I can go back to Zion. And then, if I have time... What time is it? It's 4:17. So baseball starts in 2 hours. I could... I'll try to finish the playthrough because I also want to look at the epilogues. There are 3 new epilogues after getting a certain ending. That's what the patch notes say. But it doesn't say specifically, it doesn't explicitly say the true ending, but I'm assuming it's the true ending. So I'm planning to just go through, do Eidos 9, and then get to the end of the game and see if we can unlock these epilogues. Because it's supposed to show like how Eve is doing, what the people of Zion are up to after, you know, after that ending. Am I blind? I'm going the wrong way. Here we go. I found it. I just could not locate the tetrapod for a sec. I think it was weirdly localized. I think there's 1 epilogue per ending. Wait, is that what it is? Oh, well... That's okay. I guess I would just do the true ending first anyway. Because we can still knock out 2. Oh, can I not? Oh, because we crash landed. Right. I can't even do this. We got to do Abyss. Alright, let's do Abyss. Because what I can do is I can just go do true ending, knock out that, and then reload into the game. As long as you don't die on the final boss, reload straight back into the game, do the other final boss, then I'll knock out 2 endings, and then we just have to do 1 more normal playthrough and get the bad ending to finish up with that. So, yeah. That's your question as well? Wait, hold on. How could Return to Colony have endings in Zion? Yeah, I guess so. That's a good point. Well... At the same time, it's not like it's confirmed that Zion would have been destroyed after Return to Colony, right? I mean, Earth is still gonna, like, you said goodbye to everybody right before going to the nest, so they could still be there, I guess. I guess that's probably just a really bad ending. Maybe they're not up to much. They're just bored playing checkers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump, and 5. Oh, I should not have done... It's okay. I should have shot her a few times. One, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, delay, and 9. Okay. I feel like I still remember how to play the game. I mean, wouldn't Mother Sphere be trying to kill Eve and Lily after getting the blood edge from them? Unless they escape somehow? That's not what I got from Return to Colony. Return to Colony is when they're on the ship going back home, right? So, seems pretty chill. Isn't that the Return to Colony one? Yeah, of course. It's the one where you see, and it's the shot of space at the end. So, it seems like they're just, you know, back to the status quo, working for Mother Sphere, I guess. Oh, Blood Edge has Elder's DNA on it? I mean, I don't know. Would she do that?
오른쪽 어디지?
We're just speculating, so I gotta get these epilogues to find out. We gotta see what's up. I mean, the thing is, the return to colony ending gives you so little. There's not really much to chew on there, I feel like.
무서운 톱날들이 멈췄어요.
Excuse me, coming through.
저걸 좀 치워. 대박 위험해요.
Anywho, as a reminder, for anybody who was interested in Silent Hill F, I did a full playthrough of Silent Hill F on stream, and there's a playlist on my channel, and it's all timestamped if you wanted to jump around and just like check out some of the game.
게이트를 여는
But
패널이 있을 거예요.
just understand that the story's crazy, so I feel like it's pretty spoiler heavy in a way, because if you jump around to like certain cutscenes, you'll be like, holy shit, this happens. But the other thing is,
뭐가 열린 것 같아요.
even if you see it, you wouldn't understand. I play through the game and don't understand still so much. There's so much I don't understand, so I can't wait to do my next playthrough just to see what the hell, if I can, you know, if I can understand more of the story. I also wonder how long it'll take me, because I'm going to be sprinting through that. You know, a lot of enemies you can just run past if you're smart.
게이트 보안이 해제됐어요.
There's not that many mandatory things I don't think, but I'll be pushing it to the limit to see how much I can just run away from. How fast can we do a playthrough of Silent Hill F? Hell, for all I know, maybe it is a good speed game, but that's not a game that I would be speedrunning live, because you know, no one's gonna watch that, so if I'm gonna be doing something grindy, I'd rather be doing it on a game that you know, people know me for, like this game.
지난번처럼 연구소였나 보네요. 연구소라기.
The only kind of side games that, you know, don't get really any viewership because it's like not adjacent to Stellar Blade that I'm happy to play are gonna be like games that I'm really hyped to play anyway, because just in case, like even if there's just a handful of people that care to watch it, for those people that are excited like me, they can be excited alongside me. And if I'm enthusiastic about a game, I want to share that energy. I want to share that, you know. So it's kind of more for me that I stream those games sometimes. But yeah, I do try to mostly just play, you know, third-person action games. For the most part. Although even like, it's crazy because like even like Elden Ring, that's another one that I kind of thought a few more people would watch it because that game is so popular. But also viewership was basically non-existent for that game as well. But I had so much fun, and it was such a fun experience to share that, again, it's more just for like my own. It's for me and for the people that want it, because I'll always be streaming Stellar Blade to some extent, and so the folks who just want to watch that, there'll always be a little bit of something for them. But if it's the only game I streamed, trust me, I would get bored. Believe it or not. If I only streamed Stellar Blade, I would start to eventually get bored, which would in turn kind of lower my enthusiasm levels for the game, and that's not good for anybody. That's not good for me because I love this game. I don't want to get bored of Stellar Blade, and so that's why I mix it up. I have to mix it up with my streams. I gotta play other games sometimes. So sorry for those who only like watching Stellar Blade, but don't worry, I'm never gonna give this game up.
아담이 봤어야 하는 건데 말이죠. 아담은
Anybody have a guess on who flooded the plaza and killed people in the warehouse?
소리가 길어지네요.
My guess was Raven. Isn't that what we came? I thought that was the conclusion
보안 시스템을
that we came to, but maybe not,
온도가 치솟고 있어요.
because she mentioned something about
아직은 견딜만
an advanced weapon, or like it looked like a professional did this.
시스템을 꺼야만 지날 수 있겠어.
That sounds like man. It actually sounds like I'm describing man now. Oh my god, it was man, Agatoki? Are you serious? It was man and or the Royal Guard folks? I guess that would also make sense with as far as the advanced weapon or the professional thing. Hey Magnamic, thank you for tuning in, man. Good to see you, man.
쉬었어요.
How are you doing? Happy Tuesday.
가자.
이브, 오래 기다렸지? 이제 출발해 볼까?
출발한 지 한참 지났거든요.
You always run past enemies in Elden Ring, yet in other games, it's still in your instinct to kill everything.
그럼 헤엄쳐서
Yeah, I mean, any game that has a run back,
안 돼. 우리는
running is good.
초고압 전력
Running is good. Granted, Elden Ring doesn't really have run backs. There's a lot of stakes in that game.
손에 닿는 모든 곳을 이용해야겠지.
There's a journal entry in Zion which describes them wanting to leave and then they see Man watching them, like he's assigned to kill them under Oracle's instruction. Oh. Oh, Agatoki, man. Now, that just made me feel bad that I haven't read all the journal entries in this game yet. One day, and because the reason why it's crazy is because during the demo, I read everything, all the flavor texts, every single piece of text in the game. I made a video about it.
조심해요, 이브.
And I have not done that for the full game yet. We'll get there eventually. Alright, let's dodge this. I was trying to get close just to get the dodge off. Oh, we got the 2-for-1. That was nice. You see that collateral hit? The shotgun, that shotgun shell killed 2 weak points. That was sick.
어렵지는 않았어.
I wasn't even sure that was doable.
이제 하이
Okay, that's Abyss. Yeah, Plasma Blades and Masters and Royal Guards and Man have to get their hands dirty to keep secret of making Alpha Natibas out of androids in sleep mode, and the Natiba they bring back undercover. When I read all the lore, the story is pretty amazing. You'd like a prologue of the story, the true MC, Raphael Marx, yeah. Honestly though, that sounds like a good kind of like a web series, like a comic, like you know how they did the little web cartoon between Eve and Taki back before, like right before the game launched initially on PS5. Something like that for Raphael Marx would be cool. Or like maybe some kind of, if they actually did make an anime for Stellar Blade, it'd be cool to touch on that. See a lot more of the past. I would like that. I would love to see the creation, the initial birth of Mother Sphere. And the reason I think it makes sense, because, Nier Automata did an anime, right? I feel like there's a lot of overlap as far as anime fans with Stellar Blade fans, because Nikkei fans are basically all anime fans, right? And so, have them watch the Stellar Blade anime, get them into the game, be like, oh, cool, maybe I will play the game. That just makes so much sense to me. I don't know. Because it'd be so cool just to have them add to the narrative, flesh it out more. What studio would I want to make an anime for Stellar Blade? I don't watch anime, so I don't know any studios. I couldn't tell you a single studio name. I literally don't know a single one. I don't know what's Toriyama's studio called. Well, rest in peace. I'm not even sure what the Dragon Ball studio was called or is called. Hello, Alex Nunn. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, if you're playing on PS5, this is the content that came out on the 25th. Last week, but it just now came out for PC today. Nier's anime is almost beat by beat, but there are major changes attributed to being in another universe. The one that did the Nier anime is great. Oh, Toei Animation. I should know that. Yeah, Toei. Okay, so I guess I know one studio. Yeah, the amount of animes that I've watched, I can count on one hand. So, like in full. And then I've seen bits and pieces of different animes on Toonami when I was a kid, but since then I've never seen it. I literally don't know anything about anime as far as like what tropes and trends and what are the good studios and whatever, blah blah blah.
그래. 다음 목표에도 엘리베이터.
Although I do have a few mangas. I have Dragon Ball Z, I have Dragon Ball, I have Death Note. That's it. I wish there was an English Yu Yu Hakusho manga. I would buy that immediately. Like a nice set, like a nice compilation box set of Yu Yu Hakusho. That'd make me so happy. The Nier anime was really well done. There were some changes, but I think they were well done because Yoko Taro was involved in the story. Huh. Okay, now that we're here, I can go to Kaya. Okay, so we're back in Zion. We finished Abyss. Let's go talk to, not even talk to Kaya, let's go to Kaya's shop, and beside it is another terminal for Digger. And then I can go to the Wasteland and go to the Solar Tower. Yu Yu Hakusho fan, huge Yu Yu Hakusho fan. I love Yu Yu Hakusho. I've watched it a few times, quite a few times. And I love the soundtrack too. The soundtrack is so good, dude. But yeah, love that freaking show. What am I doing? I don't need to open this. Okay, we got the terminal. That's all that matters. Just this. Now we go back to the Wasteland. Yeah, Toguro is one of my favorite villains of all time. Younger Toguro. Younger Toguro is literally like he's like the quintessential. He's just like the perfect anime villain. I don't know. He's so cool. And the shit he says too. What was that one scene? He's like where he's just ordering orange juice. He's like, orange juice on the rocks. Or like, I'm pretty sure he says on the rocks, like as if it's an alcoholic beverage. To this day, I'll just be quoting Toguro like shit, like, I don't know. This only requires 10% of my strength. Just doing daily activities. If I pick up my cat, I'll honor you with 2% of my strength. Okay. Where am I going? Solar Tower, this way. I'm going the slow way. Why did I go this way? Let me turn around and go the normal way. I have no idea why I did this. In fact, let me try to die real quick. Because I do want to... No, that doesn't work. I want to go back to the start. Unfortunately. Hold on. These guys can kill me. I want to go back to the entrance. Oh, Studio Ghibli. Yes. I know that one. Seeing the name, I know what it is. And I mean, I've seen Spirited Away and I think one other Ghibli film. Just watching, you know, anime movies with my fiance, because she likes anime more and stuff. So I've watched some anime movies with her, but not actual, like, series. Wait, where am I going? Hold on. Yes, right here. My geographical knowledge is rusty, but that's fine. It was never very good anyway. This game is so good. It's like riding a bike. I mean, once you play it enough, even if you come back from a long break, like, I mean, a lot of the things, it's just, you just remember how to do them. It's so nice. So enjoyable to jump. It's so enjoyable to jump back into this. It's like getting into a nice, nice cold bed under the sheets. It just feels so comfy. I feel at home. And compressed and like I'm about to pass out, you know? I'm so comfortable. Okay, that's the last one. Now we go back to Digger's house. In fact, it should teleport me, right? It does. Hell yeah. Howl's Moving Castle? Maybe. I don't think I've seen that one. I know Spirited Away. I've seen that movie. I couldn't tell you the names. Couldn't tell you the names of them. I would love it if Stellar Blade added a music player for the area. Swap between cell tower and non-cell tower. That would be great. I would also love that. Because after you activate the solar tower, you know, what if you want to go listen to the previous one? It should just be on the main menu, just like either in the options menu or its own dedicated selection on the main menu to mess like a jukebox mode. Like think of Tekken. Tekken 7 did it too. But you can customize any song for any stage. Even the final round, you can change a different song for the final rounds. It's excellent. And if you could do that in this game, that'd be fantastic. But even if they didn't want to let you customize everything, like for example, if they don't want people, okay, no, we don't want players to put like Taki's theme during the Belial boss fight, whatever. We don't want players to do that, but we'll let you switch variants for big areas like this. I mean, at least Wasteland Desert, right? And like maybe, I don't know. I guess that's it, just the open areas. What did he say? I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, press the button. I have ADHD, dude. It's so funny. Like, I literally didn't pick up a single thing that he said because I wasn't reading the subtitles. And it's funny, I've done this quest so many times, but here I am being like, oh, what do I do next? Who knows how many times I've done this? Probably like 10 times. I don't know about you guys, but I'm scared shitless for both Levoirs. Sad. If you're in the mood for something... Oh, wait, I thought you guys were the same user for a second there, because you're both blue. I mean, there's a couple scares. I don't blame you, Asman Mars. Do you prefer being called Asman, Osman, or Mars, or both, or AM? Talius says, if you're in the mood for something heavy, Grave of the Fireflies is a phenomenal movie. An anime movie? I'll ask my fiance if she has seen it or heard about it or would want to watch it. I'll make a note right now. I'll add it to my list of movies. I have a huge list of movies to watch. And by that, what I actually mean is I have a bunch of tabs open of movies to watch. Oh, this is also Ghibli. Cool. I love this song. It looks like Valve just shipped my Steam Deck. Hell yeah. Maybe I'll get it Friday. You'd probably just put Belial's theme for every boss. That song's your favorite? Can't blame you there. Also one of my absolute favorites. That song, Hypertube, are my two favorites in the game. Pretty solidly my favorites. Maybe having it in New Game Plus makes sense, since at this point, you experience the intended music. Yeah, no, definitely make you play through the intended way once. Maybe after you beat the game once, then you can change whatever. I would love that. This cutscene is excellent. One of my favorites. Because he just looks so adorable, and he's so happy too. Look at him balancing all that. It's great. By the way, I'm wearing an Alien shirt because I started watching Alien Earth per one of our channel members' recommendations. Requiem Lich had recommended to me to watch it. So I watched episode 1, which seems pretty good. We'll see if I can get through the whole season 1. We'll see if I can get through it. But yeah, Alien Earth is on Hulu. So if you have Hulu, or if you have T-Mobile, you might have Hulu for free. That's how I'm watching it. Pretty cool so far. Now we have to let Digger go to Zion. Ah, damn it. I wish I just activated the solar tower. Why didn't I do that? Because now I have to run back manually. Because the codes don't appear already, right? He has to move out of here, I believe. Do you have anything for me, Spotter? Oh my gosh, dude. 1.5 hours. In 90 minutes, I'll be watching playoff baseball. And my favorite team will be fighting for their lives. Gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so nervous and so excited at the same time. I mean, it's a lot of emotions, man. Game 1 is so critical. Anytime it's in a 3-game series, it could swing either way. And getting that momentum, getting game 1 off their best starting pitcher, one of the best starting pitchers in the league would be enormous. That'd be enormous. I think it would deflate the Red Sox. But yeah. So I don't think I'll be able to finish this playthrough now because this whole side quest is taking like too long. So unfortunately, I might not get to the epilogues. That's okay if we don't, to be honest, because if we can at least see this side quest through to the end, I'll feel like we did something today. We accomplished something, you know? So let's go ahead and run back to the entrance. Or actually, I'll go to the solar tower. I'll do the solar tower because it'll make it faster to get back home after we go back to Digger's hideout again. The Wasteland reboot theme, great one. I sound like you during the NBA playoffs. When does NBA start again anyway? I like when NBA is happening because I live in Miami area, like near Miami, South Florida. So whenever the Miami Heat win, because Shaquille O'Neal, since he owns Papa John's, anytime they win, after a win, you can use the code HEATWIN. This only works in Florida, by the way, or in South Florida. So you can't just be like anywhere in the country, but if you can use the code HEATWIN to get 50% off of anything. So during basketball, when that season is happening, I'll be more prone to get pizza and like share with friends or whatever, which is cool. I mean, 50% off. I mean, can't beat that. That's a nice deal. All right, I'm gonna go back to the solar tower. Oh, 2 to 3 weeks. Oh, soon. Okay, nice. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so yeah, around the time I can remember that. Around the time baseball is ending, basketball is starting. Just do wacky every Wednesday. That works. What is it? Is that 50% off too? I got stuck. No. Stop it. You guys are terrorizing me. Am I going the right way? This will reach the no, help this way. Here we go. Or CAD 25, first Tuesday of every month. To be honest, I would never remember that. That's just not something that I'm ever going to remember. First Tuesday of every month? And it's like, it has numericals in it? It's okay. Wacky Wednesdays, that sounds, I can remember that. That's easy. So that's good to know. Thank you for the tip. You know, you get some alliteration in there. Wacky Wednesdays, I like that. A creative mind came up with that. CAD is Customer Appreciation Day. Oh. I thought of like AutoCAD. I would have never thought Customer Appreciation Day. I thought we were talking about like, you know, making some drafts or some plots. Whatever. Anyway. We're going to activate the solar tower. Let's see how much I mess this up because I always seem to mess it up a little bit when I climb this tower. I like don't go far enough. I'll just remember to keep going. There we go. Okay, we're almost there. Oh, I almost fell. Oh, by the way, so I've been playing Rebirth and I was doing the Proto Relic side quests and they are so funny. I was doing the one in the grasslands and it was just unbelievably funny. Like all the dialogue with what was his name? The guy Beck's Bastards or like Butch's whatever. This guy, the dialogue was amazing. And I just can't believe it, the humor in Rebirth has surprised me so much. I messed it up again, didn't I? I've been having fun doing side quests offline because, you know, when I'm streaming Rebirth, I try to mostly just stick to the story. Just for pacing reasons. Here we go. This is the button. How do I always mess that up? The Three Buffoons. You love Rebirth. Yeah, I'm on chapter, I'll be streaming chapter 8 soon. And I'm looking forward to it, man. I love the Gold Saucer. And I will be streaming that publicly. So it won't be only for channel members like I usually do. Do I gotta talk to you as well, I think? Yeah. Your family does Papa John's probably twice a month? Okay, that's very Very reasonable. That's a reasonable amount. A reasonable frequency. Okay. We've got power. So now we don't have power?
캠프가 작동하질 않는데?
What? What did I mess up?
캠프 에너지의 일부는
You should get back on Rebirth. PS5 is gathering dust because you're obsessed with Ultra Kill. Rebirth is amazing.
좀 까다로워.
I've been having so much fun. And when I'm not streaming it, I can play it at 120 FPS. It'll fluctuate a little bit, but you know, it's always like around 90 to 120. And so with my display VRR, it looks so smooth and it's just so nice because when I'm streaming it, I keep it at 60 for max consistency for the stream quality. But when I'm playing offline, just doing side quests, you know, running around doing whatever nonsense,
이 시설을 마련한
man, it is so smooth. It's fantastic.
무슨 문제가 생긴
I really wish they would
모르겠어.
I really wish Square Enix would put more effort into their PC ports though, because it doesn't even support frame generation, and it has the old version of DLSS. Granted, you can get newer DLSS in there, but you gotta like patch it in yourself. There's mods for everything. There's all sorts of engine optimization mods, but like not everyone's gonna do that. And like the more people that can have a better experience, why wouldn't you want,
무슨 말인지 잘
you know, people to associate your brand, your name, Square Enix, prestigious name, with, you know, good ports, not just like phone it in kind of ports. Granted, it's not as bad as some of their older ports. Like the Final Fantasy 13 port is really quite rough. They just put zero effort into that. What the hell is going on? Do I have to go back? Did I not? Wow, I climbed the tower preemptively. But it's okay because we got the rope. So I can just go activate the, or go jump onto the rope. So my first mistake was I didn't get the cutscene. You gotta touch a camp first and let it fail. You gotta touch a camp and then Eve will be like, oh, there's no power. And then you get the cutscene of the solar tower. And then I should have talked to that guy, I think. Although I don't think talking to that robot is necessary. But it's okay. We already opened up the shortcut. Now I can press the button. Now it should work. Okay, never mind.
잠깐만.
Okay, I guess I didn't free this guy. I guess I just talked to him and I didn't realize that it didn't actually free him. Alright. It's funny. I'm so bad at activating the solar tower every time I make some kind of mistake. Because I don't do it that often. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, no, yeah, that's what it is, Osman. Activate with the first one. Interact with the first one. Oh, I just noticed you said whichever I like. Okay, I'm gonna call you Osman.
해결된 건가? 확인해봐야겠어.
The music. This theme, I've listened to this theme so much just from like my very first playthrough, exploring, running around, getting all the, you know, every single databank entry. So I've heard a lot of it, and it's so good. I love this song. Don't die. Thank goodness I barely survived. Alright. Silent Street is a classic. You get most of your games on console because your PC is quite weak. Hoping this year you can get a job and get enough to build your own PC. Your first PC is going to be a very... especially if you build it, it's going to be a very, very gratifying experience.
그래, 덕분에 우리
저들
But don't feel pressured to have to build your own.
글쎄.
To be honest, some pre-builts are totally fine. So, like if you go online, like if you're researching on like Reddit, like everyone's gonna be like, no, you gotta build your own PC. And you know, I've built like I built a few PCs, but my very first PC was a pre-built, and I mean honestly, it's fine. Just depends what you want to do, what you want to get out of it. So basically, what I'm saying is, if you can get a really good deal on a pre-built, just do that. Don't feel pressure to be like, oh, I gotta get the best. I gotta future-proofing. Future-proofing future proofing is a myth. Just get the things that suit your needs in like your goals. What games do you want to play? What do you need to run those games? And just, you know, stick to your budget and buy within your means and your goals. Your purchase will be more gratifying if you're buying it for a purpose, like a specific purpose, because, you know, you're doing it, you're doing your shopping and your research with a goal in mind. Because I mean, you know, it's easy to fall into that trap when you're building it by yourself. Just like, I'll just get the best. I'll get the best of everything, and your cart gets all bloated. It gets so expensive, and guess what? With technology, you get rewarded so much for just waiting. So if you don't need the most high end right now, you can build the most high end in 2-3 years when it gets even better, or you can build the high end from a few years ago way cheaper. So, although to be honest, PC building nowadays, I guess I think it's just going to be always expensive. It's not like it used to be. In general, it's just so expensive now, but we'll see. At least in the United States of Americans. I do plan on building another PC one day. Whenever my fiance inherits my computer, I will build another PC. Plan to go to Micro Center? Yeah, you're already in good hands. Micro Center is great, and they have deals on like pre-builts as well. Sometimes there are some songs you never get tired of hearing over and over again. You know, I know what you mean. But for me, I'm more like I go in cycles where I will listen to, oh my gosh, okay, like when Man came out, when I heard Man's theme, dude, I am not kidding you. I'm not exaggerating. I listened to his theme for like at least a couple hours every day for a while. And I enjoyed it so much. But since then, I've been taking a break where like, oh, you know, I might pop it on sometimes, but I'm not listening to it so obsessively, like just constantly. I'll have cycles of like, I'll be listening to one song or like one album a lot. And then I'll take a break from it. And, you know, that might sound kind of, I don't know, what's the word, excessive, but I feel like if you're enjoying something, enjoy it as much as you can while you're enjoying it, because that feeling of enjoyment is a fleeting emotion. You know, you're not always gonna, like, I don't know, this applies to everything. Like, you're not always gonna be huge on, what's an example I can give? I don't know. Like, maybe let's say that you pick up, you start playing beer league at like a local community center, and you're playing baseball with, you know, some folks, right, around your age. Well, that beer league is not going to last forever. You should enjoy it and play it as much as you can while you're enjoying it, while it lasts, and, you know, try to hang on to that feeling. I guess that's not the best example because, I mean, what am I thinking of? Like, I guess because your taste can change. Like, if you're really into roguelike games, if you're really into rhythm games, you know, just while you're enjoying them, enjoy them as much as you can and play them, because you never know. Like, hell, next year, you might not even play a single rhythm game next year. You might be onto a new thing that you're really into. So, yeah, I always like to enjoy things as much as I can while I'm enjoying them. But I can see myself having another phase of being obsessed with, you know, a lot of the songs in this game, especially Man's theme and Belial's theme and the Hypertube theme. There's so many good ones. Okay, so we're back. I think I have to go talk to Digger though. I just wanted to grab the camp so I could teleport here. Now we can fast travel back to Zion, go finish up Digger's quest, and I think that'll unlock what I need to do the side quest. We'll see. When you like something, like it till you drop, yeah. Like it till you drop. Shop till you drop. Dead Rising. Chop till you drop. One pro tip I'll say, if you choose to build one, please make sure the motherboard is screwed on tightly. That led to your PC not turning on. Oh, that's not great. That must have been a stressful hour of troubleshooting, Blankets. Only one, oh shoot. Yeah, I got an hour and 13 minutes left. I'm not missing first pitch. You know why? Max Fried, my boyfriend, my future husband, he is throwing first pitch, obviously, because it's at home. It's at Yankee Stadium, so we're on defense first. The home team always opens up on defense. Oh dear, what happened? Hello, Marius. Thank you for tuning in. The music in Separate Ways, Ada Wong, is also marvelous. Greetings from Germany. Ah, hello. I love Separate Ways.
여기서
And I love Ada's Mercenaries theme. So good. In the original game and in RE4 Remake, her Mercenaries theme, hers and Wesker's are my two favorites. Dude, I'll have phases of just looping those songs. I love those songs. Wesker and Ada's Mercenaries themes from RE4 original and remake are fantastic. They're so good, dude. I spent hours listening to that shit. It's amazing. Okay, so I think the quest is done, right? I guess he's happy now. So now what do I do? Let's check with Roxanne. Maybe it appears now. Or maybe now that I've gathered the data codes, it's done.
게시판이라.
There's no new ones. Okay, let's go back to Digger's hideout. Oh my gosh, I really hope I can figure this out. I really hope I can figure this out. Have I done the quest from the Green Sentinel? Damage device? Oh, do I have to do that? Oh, thank you guys for tagging me. Okay, let's go do that. So the damage device is this one.
뭐야? 왜 그래?
Wait, this is not that one. Oh no, okay, it is. This is the one where I follow him. I'll go past Sister's junk. Here we go. Yeah, I thought I was losing my mind for a sec. Let's go over here and grab the damaged device and then see what's up. So we have progressed Digger's quest. We've knocked that out. Now I'm doing this guy's quest where you follow him into this sketchy alley. You know what this feels like? This feels like Kingdom Hearts 1 when you're chasing Goofy and Donald. It just keeps panning the camera over to them and slowing down. It's like, oh look, there they are. They're walking away. You know, in Traverse Town. Or Traverse Town, I guess. So we should get the damaged device from him. And this is relevant
양자 암호를 잠글
to something. We'll see.
이봐.
So this quest was in the original game, but, you know, you couldn't do anything with it. An unknown present. Mission complete. Okay, well, we did that. That's done. So, okay, now I can go back to the bulletin board. Hell yeah. Okay, so now that we have done that, I'm going to go back to Roxanne, go to the bulletin board, and we should have our quest.
이 시설
Fingers crossed. Strange signal. Okay, this should be it. Beep. A strange signal is being detected from a connection device abandoned at the scrapyard. It may be faulty or defective, and I need someone to investigate. Please examine the device and determine if anything unusual has occurred. I wish to build a sustainable and constructive relationship with the people of Zion. Beep, beep. Okay, let's grab it.
뭔지 알 것 같아.
Well, let's start tracking that. So now we go to Digger's hideout. This is exciting. Didn't even have to do Matrix. I had to do the... Yeah, no, I had to go to the Oasis to do Digger's quest, though, so... Because my understanding is Digger has to be moved out. He cannot be at his hideout anymore, right? Okay, and then back to Matrix. Okay, in that case, I know where to go. We're gonna go to that mysterious door that has been eluding us for so long. Here we go. Deciphered device? Wow, just like that. Done. Deciphered. Let's head back. It said failed to save the game? I have never seen that error message.
어디
No wonder that loading screen took a while.
한번 살펴볼까?
Oh, that's weird. Anyway, let's turn in the quest. And we get some stuff, whatever. And that's it. But now we should be able to go to Matrix. So let's go to Matrix. Why doesn't your loading screen have all those tips? PC. Wait, is that not on console? Oh, no, you know what it is? It's because on PC, this game actually, believe it or not, it supports hard drives. You can play the game off a hard drive, which,
못 봤어?
you know, probably no one building a computer these days is putting a hard drive in their system. You know, SSDs, NVMEs are so inexpensive now. You know, hard drives are good for like cold storage and like things you don't need to like move around a lot or anything. If hard drives are great for slow storage because it's really, really cheap for a ton of space. But, you know, most everyone probably is playing games on SSDs in general. And because of that, since they do support hard drives though,
전투의 큰
anybody who has a big, long loading screen, they, you know, they should have something to read. So I guess that's why they put the tooltips, or like, you know, just general gameplay tips. But if, like usually the loading screens on I'm playing on an NVMe, they're so fast, you have like a second to read the loading tip, so it just doesn't even matter. Okay. Newt! C Newt, hello, how are you? Thank you for tuning in. How come your username looks like that now? Where's the C? What happened to C? You've shaved it off.
복잡하게 생각할 거 없어.
But either way, good to see you, and Zhao An to you. Thank you for tuning in.
테트라포드에 남아 있을 거고.
Yeah, I don't think I'll have to Google anything. I'll try to figure it out.
시야가 공유되니 어쨌든.
I prefer not to have, you know, little puzzles spoiled. So, here we go. Matrix. And if I recall correctly, this door is right before Juggernaut. So I'll just go to the camp next to Stalker, and I'll just go forward. Okay, excellent. Or wait, or is it right after Juggernaut? Because there's also some doors right there. No, it should be this one. I'm gonna follow my hunch. Okay, let's head through here. So I remember it being right, not too far after this. We shouldn't have to run very far. Well, that box was freaking out over there, Half-Life style. Did you see that? This thing was just freaking out for no reason. That's so funny. Whenever I see just random objects like that moving around, I'm like, what is this, prop hunt? Or like, you know, I think of the Source engine, how janky it could be sometimes with like, you know, messing around in Gmod and whatever. And like just how the way, like, what am I trying to say? The way that objects would interact and like move around and the physics could be so funny sometimes. It's just so great, so charming. Good old Source engine. Okay, so I think it's after this. On the right. Right here. Wait, no, it's not this. This is something else. Yeah, this is... Oh, wait, no. Yeah, no, this is something else. Alright, hold on. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'll find it. And it's not farther along because now we're basically at Juggernaut. We go through there and then it's Juggernaut. Okay. No, I have to go back. I have to go back. I must have gone too far. Oh, it's right here. It's right next to me. Okay, I got it. I found it. I found it. I just usually run past this. So, there's no hints. Okay, let's look at the notes then. Go to my databank. Yeah, databank. Or no, I have to go to my bag. It suddenly began functioning and displayed strange information. It's damaged and there's signs of blood and dust that someone wiped off. Why is this data appearing? What purpose does it serve? How many digits is this? Oh, it's not even digits, it's just like a code. When in doubt. Alright, I really don't want to get this spoiled, so now I'm paranoid. I don't want to look at chat, because just in case someone dropped it in there. I don't think anyone's done that. Okay. Let me see. Is there a hint somewhere? That I would that kind of advice I would happily take. I might just be missing it, but like, I don't believe we picked up any journal entries or any kind of things that I can read. Growing up, you loved to interact with water in-game whenever you get the chance. Even in Contra. I mean, it's insane how much water physics or water effects have evolved, huh? I mean, water for a long time just looked like nothing. It is a document? Okay. Let's look carefully. Also, hello, Andre. Thank you for tuning in. I just don't want to get spoiled. I want to figure it out, but I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to be looking for. Because there's no hint on the puzzle. Promotions, information, books. 15 minutes for you? Okay. Let's see. Let's figure this out. Oh gosh, I still have 1 hour. Okay, we have an hour until playoffs start. I cannot miss the game. I'm not missing a second of it. So, okay, first of all, let me go through Matrix. Oh, but the thing is, how would they expect you to grab all of the databank entries in Matrix? So maybe it's not one of those. It's got to be like a required one, I guess, that you picked up somewhere. Maybe it's related to... Hang on. I feel like it... Oh. Strange information. I didn't even see this. It is okay now. Use this password. I feel like I'm reading Albet or something. The slow fox can run. I have to read it slowly because I'm like I'm flipping it in my head as I read. Could you just get a mirror? Would that work? No, it wouldn't, because like some of the the T, for example, is facing the wrong way, so it might still look kind of weird. The smart hair sleeps. Wait, the smart hair sleeps. Go. It is open. The the turtle lies. Should I write this down? Let me write it down. Maybe it'll make more sense when I write it down. Okay. It is okay. Now, use this password. Okay. The slow fox can run. Okay, and then the smart hair sleeps. Go, comma. That comma could be critical. Go. It is open. The turtle lies. Okay. It's okay now. Use this password. The slow fox can run. The smart hare sleeps. Go. It is open. Turtle lies. All right. I mean, okay, hold on. What? I think that it possibly doesn't even matter. I might have just been over looking into this. I've been over reading into it too much. I think I could just try these passwords. I'll just try them. I was thinking like maybe I have to mix around the order. But databank, document. Yeah, documents. Take a screenshot of this. Open up my Steam. Pull up Steam, go over here. Look at the screenshot. Bam. Okay, here we go. Now, go back to the game. Alright, so let me just brute force this. So the first one is 6UA LL 6 again. No, that's not it. Okay, next. SBA or SBS 0E0. That's not it either. Okay. Lowercase l or whatever. K. I know these are Greek characters. I'm just being ignorant. RS 0B. That's not it either. Okay, so you do have to. How about I just do them backwards? Use this password. So I'll just use the third line, I guess. That kind of makes the most sense. I'll do B 0 S and then R K L. Wow, I thought that would surely be it. Because it's the third line. Use this, or wait, sorry, it was the second one, my bad. I'm confused. The second one, I'll do that one backwards. 0E0 SBS. Here we go. Aha. Simple enough. Makes sense. Use this password. Just, it's the second line. Shift up. Second Eve Studio? Oh. Oh my gosh. This is so cool. What is this? Oh, is this like a library? Oh my gosh, dude. If you've played Ratchet and Clank 3 Up Your Arsenal, there was like the coolest museum you could go through. So the Insomniac Games Museum in that game was so awesome. Like you would look through and there'd be all sorts of developer notes and stuff. I love stuff like that. I wish more games had that kind of stuff. Wow.
안녕하세요.
Hi, Enya.
이브님, 안녕하세요.
Look at this. Okay, we got a whiteboard. Some art. Oh. Of course, you gotta have some corpses. Is this supposed to be like developers that they're so tired they just crash on the couch at the studio? I'll just take a nap during my break. Wait, what did that do? What was this character's name again? Is it Doru? So funny. I like how they're not moving around this time. Okay, I can't interact with this. Or I can't do anything when I interact. Okay, now the light's blue. Interact now. No. Okay, maybe I gotta fix something else. Let's keep going. Oh my goodness, it's the boss sculptures, the clay. Okay, so okay, funny story. I don't know if it's available anywhere unless you use the Wayback Machine, but before the game released initially on PS5. Also, you can see this stuff in a cool documentary showing like this is how we do the clay sculptures and then we 3D scan it into the game to have these really cool detailed boss models. But they did like an article on the PlayStation website, like on the PlayStation blog, I think. And they actually showed unidentified Natiba and they had the caption as Raven. So they inadvertently, by accident, spoiled who unidentified native is, but you wouldn't really know. And so I read that back then, and I didn't understand, and it didn't click until I beat the game. But they took that blog down, that PlayStation blog article. They took it down really fast. I think it was up for like a couple days, and then they just deleted the whole thing, and they never put it back up. But it was a cool article, and somewhere on our Discord, if you just search it, like if you just search Wayback, probably no one posts links to the Wayback Machine, but there's a Wayback Machine link to go back to that article to read it if you wanted to read it. So yeah, pretty cool. Oh look, there's Raven. Speaking of which, that's cool. Wow. And I think I remember in the documentary video that I saw where they're showing the clay sculptures and talking about them, I remember they put them up on these kinds of, you know, on these kinds of shelves. So this might be like a fairly accurate, obviously it wouldn't be this decrepit, but this might be somewhat of an accurate layout, or maybe the layout or the setup or representation of the actual offices. I like the music too. I feel like I'm listening to Blue's Clues drawing music. Oh, that key art right there, the concept art there on the left of Elder, that is available on the main menu within. It's like somewhere under, because there's the whole big art book you can look through. It's somewhere in there. That's a really cool, wallpaper worthy, definitely wallpaper worthy. Such a cool piece of art. Wait, who is this? Is that just a Hydra? Oh man, I wish I could go first person. Dude, there is a first person mod. I will figure out that mod, and I want to go back into this to look through everything in first person. I'm going to figure out how to actually install that mod. But yeah, there's on Nexus mods, there is a first person mod. And I would love to be walking through this area in first person just to examine it a little bit better. So I need to figure this out. I'm still wondering, what the hell is this about? I'm gonna try to figure out as much as I can on my own first before I start, you know, looking over in case anybody's very passionate about telling me what to do. Which I understand could be in very much good faith, but I just would like to enjoy this novel experience while it lasts. Wow, it's so messy, it's amazing. Is this like supposed to represent the chaos? Just the chaos of game development? Oh look, there's Taki boss fight. Oh look, they're editing a cutscene, I guess. Or they're probably editing like a... First of all, that's the monorail cutscene in 807. Probably editing some kind of trailer. What is that? Ah, man, what's on the screen? I want to look at that closely. It's in Matrix 11. I guess altering or doing something with the environment there, placing objects. I don't know what this is supposed to mean. Man, if I could get in there in first person. Wait a minute, I have photo mode. I forgot photo mode was a thing. I'm sorry, I'm a moron. How do I activate it again? Here we go. Okay, let's go. I forgot photo mode was a mechanic. I apologize. Can I try to translate some of this? And by the way, I really appreciate everybody chatting. I see the chat moving. I just... In case there's something that could be spoiled, I really don't want to get anything spoiled. That would be really upsetting, since this is we're getting new content a year and a half later. And so that's why I'm not looking at chat right now. Just because it's kind of a common occurrence, so... Let's go ahead, go to my Google Translate, go to camera. This is not Spanish. The type language, please. The lighting is strange in the English version of the first encounter with Nest Elder. I'm not sure if this is just the English version, but on console, the light source burns out, making the Elder shine too brightly. This doesn't appear to be the case on the PC version, but I checked with the sequencer, so it needs to be re-examined. Please test it and see if there are any lighting issues. Wow. And then it's like done. Okay, so these are kind of like bug reports. What about this other one? In the ending cutscene where Lily dies, Eve's ponytails are a problem. Because this is a scene where people are looking down and talking, Eve's ponytail covers most of her face. We need to take some measures to prevent it from flowing forward. Oh wow, I love this kind of stuff, man. What about this one? Eve is covering some of it. In the English cutscene where you first meet Elder, the hairstyle is weird and sometimes it works. Hair covers a lot of the front or grows in the air. Play on a real console device. Oh shoot. I accidentally set my camera flying. Okay. Okay, for this one, a lot of it is covered, but it says, when you first meet the Elder in the nest, Eve's expression needs to be fixed. Something, something, braided hair. The eyebrows of the person who gave it are like that. Where to give? I don't know, it's pretty cut off there. Wow, look at all this code. How do I go down? Oh, here we go. Man, this is so dope. This is so cool. Okay. I can look at all this stuff too. Yeah, so working on Matrix Love in the environment. Wow, interesting. I wonder what all these icons mean. I guess that means this needs to emit light. What are those ties? Like those knots, rather. Dumbbells? Wait, are those dumbbells? No, they're like satellites or something. Or no, speakers? Sound. That's what it is. It's probably just like there needs to be sound for coming from this. Or something like that. I don't know. Cool. Wow, there's no items on the HUD here. She's tired of working. What kind of keyboard is this? This doesn't make any sense. Why is the number pad like that? Or not the number pad. Why is the arrow keys like that? Is that a real thing? Are there keyboards like this? Where there's like a middle, like a neutral? Maybe there isn't, I'm just ignorant. Holy shit, this guy's tired. What are they drinking? Behemoth Energy? Green, cool. Behemoth Energy blue or red. This one's red, but the can is blue. Isn't that kind of... That's kind of upsetting. The red can is green and then the blue can is red. We have Dionysus C. We've ended up picking up Dionysus C so many times, and I feel like every time I pick up the can Dionysus C, I comment that Dionysus is the Greek god of wine. There's Stalker. A Hydra. This is a Hydra, right? Why does it look like that? It has legs. Corruptor. Oh, look, there's Barnacle. Look at that. Wow, look at Barnacle, dude. We got the Beholder. So we got two Beholders. We got another Barnacle from a different angle this time. There's a Dozer. And nothing, just debris. There's Dozer, Stalker again. Yeah, Dozer. There's Gigas and another Beholder. Wow, the Gigas one is so cool. I'd love to have a Gigas figurine. And of course, we've got Unidentified Natiba. Let's see, we got Lump, Demo Crawler. Wow, what is that really dark hallway scene? What is this? Oh, okay, it's one of the Skullings. This is in Matrix. Looks that looks really cool. Looks really creepy. Good lighting. Oh, we see Belial back there. Okay. Whoa, Adam at some point had like a kind of hot boy haircut. More concept art. So cool. Seeing it like this is so cool. Like just imagining the developers having conversations about stuff. You know, like pinning it on here on this slotted wall. Or pegboard. This is a pegboard, that's what it is. I guess these are like Providence sketches, yep. There's Adam's dual runner. Cool, the dogs from Spire. Man, this is sick. There's Lump. What is this here? What is this? I'm not entirely sure. This is a Raven figurine, that's cool. It even has lighting. Why does it have lighting? Hell, I mean, I'm sure there are figurines with lighting, but yeah. Oh wait, the dialogue isn't showing up and I should reset the game? There should be dialogue? Really? Okay. Okay, I can do that. I guess I should get a... I should go get a save first. Or maybe I don't even have to do that. I could just quit out right here. Hold on, let me see. How, if I go to gameplay, restart from last save, how far does it take me back? 23 minutes? So I definitely have to go back and grab a camp. Otherwise I'd have to do the... I'd have to enter the codes again. Okay. Now that I've at least gotten a chance to look at stuff, I feel safer looking at chat. Okay. Belial sword? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it is that. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. This is the closest camp right here. I can use photo mode to watch the details around. Yes. I'm glad I figured it out. Okay, yeah, I'm looking at chat now. I'm not too worried about getting spoiled anymore. The thing is, it's happened to me so many times for so many things because, you know, I don't have rules in my chat, so I don't put rules for like, oh, don't spoil novel experiences, but it happens constantly. And so that's why whenever I do run into a novel experience, I just instinctively, like my survival instinct is just don't look at chat. Sorry for not trusting you guys. It's nothing personal. It just happened too many times. Hey Thanos, thank you for tuning in. When you find all the Greek characters for the passcode of the chest, you can read all of the notes. Hold on, let me actually reboot the game completely. Let's do it that way. Let's grab Steam here. Okay. Put rules in description. No one reads descriptions. The thing is, even if I put rules, the thing is I don't like to disrespect. It's not really disrespectful. I mean, it's not really that bad, but just the thing is I like to extra respect the community by not having chat rules. Because I feel like if you treat people like kids, I don't know, I just don't like that. I'd rather just treat everybody like an adult because our chat is so mature in general. It's just, I don't know, it's just like this thing that, I don't know. It's hard to balance. Like, I like respecting everybody and treating everybody like adults. So, what I'll do sometimes for like blind playthroughs, I'll just put like a pinned message. Please, no backseating or spoilers. And even then, it still happens sometimes. Backseating is just something that's just like, for some reason, it's just like instinctive for some folks. And I can't really be mad because they're just trying to help, but like it's so instinctive without even thinking. Backseating, it's such a plague to society. I don't know why. I don't know why it's so like in people's nature to do that, but I guess it comes out of a place of wanting to help. But yeah. What I do now is just, I've had so many things kind of spoiled in that way that I just don't look at chat sometimes. Just sometimes, but I did eventually notice, so thank you guys for being patient with me. Okay, do we have our captions yet? Let's try to look at some stuff here. Any caption? No, I'm not getting my captions. Is it possible that on PC they're just not working? Because look, I have subtitles enabled, of course. I don't know. It's possible. Has anybody else had this work on PC? Because if anyone else has had their captions work on PC, then I can try to... Well, I mean, I already rebooted the game. What else could I do? That's weird. Maybe they'll have to push another patch. I don't know. Oh yeah, I guess we should try to figure this out. Okay, so let's look at the notes again. So I'm at 246. Go to my databank again and documents. Whoops, that's not the one. Oh, I wrote it down. It's okay now. Use this password. The slow fox can run. The smart hare sleeps. Well, we have 2 sleeping employees. Go, it is open. The turtle lies. Reset your PC. I mean, maybe that's a solution, but I'm not gonna nuke the whole stream just to reboot it to hope it works, because we're getting dangerously close to playoff baseball starting. So this makes me so happy. This is such a cool little Easter egg, man. Okay, let's pull up my screenshot again. Grab this, and I'm gonna see if it is one of these codes again. In fact, I'll start with the same password. Maybe it'll just work again, which would be kind of weird, but... Process of elimination. SBS. Okay, now I'm gonna try the other ones in the normal order. Actually, no, I'll try them backwards, because everything is backwards. So this one is 6LL A, and then U6. It's not that one. Okay, let's try the last one. BOSRKL, lowercase l. BOS B0 S R K lowercase l. Nothing. Okay, the only other thing I could do is I could try doing them in, like, I'll do it the normal way. So let's try the second one, which opened the door, but I'll try it reading it from left to right. No, I'm not a genius after all. Now I'll try the other ones. And yeah, if you're wondering, why isn't he looking at chat again? Yes, I am paranoid again, even though, you know, I just talked about, like, please don't spoil or anything or backseat anything. Don't tell me anything. I just get nervous whenever I'm, like, doing something new for the first time. I just don't want to have the experience taken away from me. Just because it's happened too many times. But, you know, try not to get bent out of shape. That's just part of streaming. It's just gonna happen. Okay, well, that didn't work. I tried all the codes forwards and backwards. So, I feel like it must be tied to a caption. It's got to be attached to a caption. Or it's in the environment somewhere. Let me see. Let me just look around carefully. Try photo mode. Wow, look, a Stellar Blade shirt. So they are capable of making merchandise. Could the code be here somewhere? Like, maybe there was a lot of text here, but there's no Greek characters anywhere. Okay. When we look through all of these things, I think this was like a... I'm so curious to see the caption, but I feel like this... I thought it was a Hydra, but it kind of looks like a boss that they didn't use, like a design they didn't use after all. I don't know. I'll be interested to read that. Let me go back to the front. Doesn't seem like there's any clues to getting a code around here. The only thing that talks is this, just Enya. And then this passed out guy. Okay. Let's just look at chat. Maybe there's like some gentle guidance that isn't explicitly explaining. Okay. Hi JHP, thank you for tuning in. Backseating is the fun of watching games. In Korea, we call it watching games. While you don't play the game yourself, you watch others play, and some people also enjoy the fun of being a helper. People will definitely enjoy it. I think they enjoy it a bit too much. I think we need to respect streamers because each streamer has different tendencies. That's why I've been trying to avoid spoilers as much as possible on your channel. Thank you, and I do appreciate it, JHP. You restarted your PC. Oh, hello, Devin Reds. Thank you for tuning in. You restarted your PC when playing this part. Still have not seen any text either. Damn. So it's not just me. They might really have to push another update. We might get a we might actually get a 1.4.2 in the near future because the captions don't seem to be working. Which, hey, it wouldn't surprise me. They might just push that out. But I guess it works on console. I guess it works on console. You're on the right track. Environment is the right idea. Thank you, Fujin. Oh, also good to see you. Thank you for tuning in again. Leaving, gotta eat dinner. Take care, Life34. Appreciate it. Thank you for dropping by. What's the environment? Okay, because I was thinking like it's just written somewhere. Look at this backpack. I wonder if that's someone's actual backpack. Hey, can we put my backpack in the game? Yeah, sure. I like it. It's red. Pretty cool to get your own backpack modeled in there. I think I'm gonna have to comb over everything in photo mode. Oh my gosh, there's an icon right here. Look at this, or a symbol. Are they in other places? Oh look, B? Oh, hang on. Let's go from the very beginning. Shift Up Studios. That was cool. I just naturally started walking out. I was like, huh, did I miss something? And then bam, it was in my face the whole time. Shift up, Second Eve Studio. Well, we have the 0 and the B. Maybe it's just a combination of those two things and I just gotta figure it out. 0B, B0, 0B. Because they're like neon lights. I don't see them anywhere else. Or they're totally, you know, lit up. Okay, okay. I didn't even see this place. Wow, cool. More concept art, although it's all the same concept art from this wall. So 0BK. Maybe it's just those. Let's try 0BK. I think it was B0K. Wait, hold on. Let's do it in order. What was the first one again? Okay, it is B0K. So B0K. I'm gonna try BB00KK, and then I'm gonna try BB, and then I'm gonna try something else. I don't know. BB00KK. No, that's not it. B0 K K0B. No, this doesn't feel like they would. I feel like they wouldn't just have you brute force it like that. And there's nothing on the ceiling. There's nothing on the ceiling at all. Got 3 characters. Wow. Only half. Oh, hang on. No, I can look at. Hang on. I had a brain blast moment. Was there one that had B0K in here? The only one that has those is the bottom one, but the thing is I entered that code and it didn't work. The bottom one has all 3 of those characters, but that one did not do anything for me. Or... trying to see if I rearrange these characters, is there some hidden code in here? Would love to see you react to the captions. Okay, Kasanza, I'll definitely... I'm not gonna just like read them on my own. I'll definitely make sure to show that at some point when we're live. Spoiler shield, thank you, Yenna. Your friend reinstalled the game due to this though? Huh, so it didn't work on PS5 a little bit? Some are tricky to find. There are more hidden ones. Okay, hang on. Let's... Oh my god, look at that! Just like... Oh, wow. Okay. I immediately saw this one. So this is some kind of 6 type thing. Wow, so the order might not necessarily be... So this is our third character. It'd be B06. Wait. Oh my gosh, did I... Hold on a sec, sorry. Was there another one here? No, right? 0... Okay, I did it out of order too. 0B6... 0B6... 0B6. Oh, look at that. 0B6L. 0B6L. 0B6LK. Oh, we need one more. 0B6LK. And I'm assuming it's in this room. I'm assuming it's here. Wouldn't it be cool if they put it underneath the desk? That way you had to go into photo mode? I would love that, honestly. Like, yeah, check under here. 06BLK. And it has to be in such a way where, like, you can... It's clear what the order is. So it wouldn't be too close to this one. And then our next one was, Damn, I already forgot where. 06... Wait. 0B6. 0B6. And there was an L around here somewhere. I already forgot where that thing was. I feel like this was everybody's experience the first time doing this. 0B6. I lost the L. I don't even know what happened to it. What the heck? Where was it? I thought it was around here. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I could also just brute force the last character if it is in the last slot. So, 0B6LK. Let's just try it. Let's try it. Okay, 0B6LK. 0B6LK, and then we'll just try an S. No. Now let's look for it. Let's look for it. It's got to be in this room. It's got to be in this room. Did I check under this desk? No. Nothing here. What if it is on the screen? That would have been sick if they put it on the screen. But that wouldn't make sense because all the other ones are behind the desk, maybe? Nothing behind the desk. My goodness, hold on. We're gonna figure this out. My baseball game starts in 20 minutes. Hurry, Gino, think. Think. I need another brain blast. Oh, I look at that. See, I was like, oh, look, why is there light here? Okay, that's cool. There's an E. Cool, so we just found all of them. 0B6 L K E. And inside the chest, oh, it's the costume, right? Yeah, it's a costume. Ocean string, it's just a costume. Well, that's cool, I guess. I wish the captions worked. Alright, that's how you get the ocean string. Okay, now I can look at chat. I feel safe. There's a bug where you can't see the captions. Yeah. Oh, hello, AT. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, it's weird. I tried rebooting the game too. And apparently some folks on console had to reinstall the game. And yeah, it's unfortunate. I hope that they push out a patch to fix it quick, because like I got subtitles enabled. I don't know what could possibly be the holdup, you know? Oh, the text to appear when you loot dead bodies. Oh, hang on. That's a good tip. I didn't think of that. Let me see. That's under gameplay. Let's try records, tutorial, hint, everything. I'll put all of them on. That's all you gotta do. Wow. Okay, now let's go through. Let's go through and read all of them. We have time. I got 20 minutes. I got 20 minutes. We'll start from the beginning. Excellent tip. Yo, thank you for that. I would have never thought to do that. Let me see. Well, let's actually troubleshoot exactly which one it is. That way I can, you know, let it be known for anybody who's having that issue. So if we go to gameplay, and it's probably not tutorial, probably not hint either. It's probably just the records one, I would guess. So I'm going to go activate one of them, and it should work. Okay, so if you're having issues, just go to your gameplay settings and turn on show records. That way when you interact, you'll have the captions. So here we've got commemorative sign. In remembrance of Stellar Blade going gold. Let's go, man. This is awesome. Going gold just means that they finished compiling like the release build of the game. So it was essentially ready to ship. What happened to this guy? What happened to him? How did he pass out? A long hidden secret lies here. If you seek treasure, open your eyes and uncover the order. Oh my gosh, it was even giving me the hint of how to open the chest. A direct hint. Hey, look, underneath. Oh my goodness. There's the Enya plant. In the developer room, we have a plant we call Enya. We named it that because it nearly died but was revived with someone's help, like Sue did. Just like a certain someone. Coincidentally, the owner of the plant is also the one who sang Enya's song. Wow. Look at that. I guess they've got a bit of a brown thumb, right? Is that what you call it? Yeah, when plants die and they wilt, they turn brown. Because I know if you're really good at raising plants, that's a green thumb. You've got a green thumb. Wasn't there an episode of Dexter's Lab where he had like a super green thumb? It was like a gigantic robotic green thumb and he was like a master of plants. There's 3 epilogues and 1 ending. So I'm not entirely sure, Osman. We're not going to have time for that today. But we'll do that next time. I will finish this playthrough. We'll do Eidos 9 and we'll at least see 2 endings. Because I would think that each ending will unlock an epilogue. I guess. We'll see. Photo mode on the poster once? What poster? This is something a lot of people get confused about, so let me just mention it. The 3 additional epilogues come after the good ending. That's what I was thinking. You have to see the 3 good endings to see the 3 epilogues. I was just gonna do 1 of each ending, just to see what it unlocks. I don't mind playing through the game 3 times. Air conditioner. The air conditioner in the second Eve studio broke down several times last summer. In the scorching heat. You know, those Korean summers can get insanely hot. Yes, we're staying cool. This is the true heat of development. We love Eve. This is the true heat of development. So, are these guys that are passed out, like, are they just, you know, have they succumbed to heat exhaustion? There's Doro. Mysterious creature. The mysterious creature could originally be taken down with ranged attacks, but we made them dodge every bullet just so it could go poof and disappear. It's so flashy and over the top, and I absolutely love it. It's hilarious. I have a YouTube short on Doro. I thought it was pretty funny. Let's check out this thing. This is a pod. Commemorative drop pod. In remembrance of entering the 2021 game show. This was at the 2021 game show? Oh, and that might have been where they showed the stalker fight. Eve, I wasn't following this game until the end of 2023, but someone commented about it and I looked it up and it's like the gameplay looks so different. Like the meats and potatoes of the gameplay are there, but it looks like it feels very different. It's more more arcadey. That's what the gameplay, the combat looks like it felt like during that time. But Stalker looked the same. And, you know, Eve's design was mostly there. I guess that was a 2021. I'm not sure. Did I read this? Yeah, in remembrance of Stellar Blade going gold. I wonder if this says anything. Oh, look, oh my god, look at all these Korean signatures. Wow, cool. Let's see. Can we find Kim Hyungtae? Where is Mr. Hyungtae? Mr. Kim, I should say. Here's another Kim. Kim Mi Rie. Kim Mi Rie. So Yo Jung. Oh Yang Sang. I'm gonna find Kim Hyungtae. Lee Young-in. Oh my gosh, Lee Young-in, that's the composer of Belial's theme. No, this is the composer of Man's theme. And also, what other songs did she do? She did Blur as well, I believe. Pretty sure it's Lee Young-in. Maybe it might be Young-jin. It might be spelled differently. Because, you know, the romanizations on YouTube are, like, weird, so... That's probably not them, actually. I think it's actually the other way. This is O, but it's like, her name's like I'm pretty sure it's spelled Kim Hisuk. Where's Kim Hyungtae? I'm gonna find him. Jang Karam. We have a Choi here. Choi. Choryu. It's a cool name. Choryu. PM. Yuna Kyung. Where's Kim Hyungtae? I'm gonna find him. He's gotta be on here. God damn it, where is this motherfucker? What if he might have one of these crazy signatures and then I wouldn't even be able to recognize his name. That's very possible. It's totally possible he has an insane signature that doesn't look like anything. Oh my god. Where is he? He has to be on here. Wait, here we go. Kim Hyuntae. This is it. Wow, pretty modest little signature. So there's the director right there. It's there's this, like, you see this cursive bit with the two little dashes at the end of it above the horizontal line. It's exactly to the left of. So if you can't read Korean, this is the developer though. This is the, what should I say, the director. Hello Javer AA, thank you for tuning in. That makes me so happy. I love that. Okay, what else? Wait a minute, another shirt? Are you kidding me? They have shown that they are capable of making shirts. That's the second shirt we've seen. There's the other one. 2 shirts. No Stellar Blade merch available. The only merch kind of available is the vinyl records. But like, I want shirts. I want a hat. I want something, man. I want whatever. I don't know. Give me some cool stuff. We read all these. Okay, here's the Raven figurine. Did you all like Raven? We originally designed Raven as someone consumed by hate, but we thought it would be more interesting to give Raven a unique purpose. We hope you'll continue to follow our troublemaker's story. More Raven in the future? I think so. I think it's just been confirmed, right? I mean, because, like, you do not see her die in the game. Eve lets her live, and I have no reason to believe that she wouldn't just get some new arms, some new legs. Why not, you know? Go full cyborg. So what is this one? It is a boss that didn't make it. This is Leviathan, and it was almost the very first Alpha Natiba of Stellar Blade. It's a massive squid that rivals the size of a house, but it didn't look very menacing while flailing its tentacles on collapsing platforms. Oh my goodness, they were gonna have a bot. Okay, stop. In the end, Leviathan was overshadowed by Gigas, which was excellent, and though his entrance was fantastic. But it's funny because, like, I remember talking about how, man, I can't believe they didn't have like a huge scale boss fight. Think of DMC4. Remember that boss towards the end of the game where you're jumping around like a bunch of platforms and there's this massive thing. There's this massive boss in the middle of the arena and you got to jump around, traverse this whole map, And, you know, there's enemies on the platforms too, and you're fighting. It's like a very big, epic boss fight. I was thinking, man, it'd be cool if they had something like that. I feel like Shift Up would have been able to do that very well. And they never had one. And this could have been something like that, because it was gigantic, right? However, maybe not, because a house depends on how big the house is. I guess it could have just been like a very large, maybe, I don't know. I guess you could still fight something that's house size. Potentially, it's kind of like fighting a dragon, I guess, in a Souls game. And you're kind of just maneuvering around it. But I also can see why that wouldn't really play too well with the mechanics in the game, because, I don't know. Unless you're like just parrying like individual tentacles, that could be cool where it's a boss that is, I don't know, maybe it's infested a big building and you have to go and fight off different sections of it, and they have like tentacle arms or different kind of limbs that you're fighting in different rooms, and then you slowly it gets weaker and weaker, and then you get to the core of it, and then that's how you go and, you know, you finally kill the boss in the core. I don't know. Something like that could be dope. I know Shift Up is going to get more creative with the next game. Eve's physique. Did you know Eve's physique actually changes a little depending on the nanosuit? That's why her model would sometimes clip through the chair. Interesting, I've never noticed that. That's also why the devs had her sit non-stop with everyone staring at her butt. But let's just hope Eve never finds out about this. Sometimes clip through the chair? Interesting. Wow, that's so weird because, like, I feel like the nanosuits are all the same dimensions, but maybe not. I guess not. So quirky. Okay, what's this? This is bug fixes. The Stellar Blade team developed a clever system called the Sign. It allowed us to create signs within the game, share feedback, and view it in-game. Wow, they had their own soapstone. They had a custom soapstone that they were going around like Dark Souls, leaving messages all over the place. That's amazing. It allowed us to create signs within the game, share feedback, and view it in-game. That's so cool. It was also known as the Oracle. Is that another Matrix reference? Oh my gosh. What about this one? Energy drinks? Ramen? Ramyun? Oh, developing is such fun. The network's always down. The frames always drop. Developing is such fun. Developing is such fun. A hurricane hits, and the power's gone. I'm surprised they actually wrote hurricane and not typhoon, because I think only in North America we call them hurricanes, but in Korea it'd be a typhoon. But they wrote hurricane, so I wonder if that's a localization thing. Whatever. Anyway, a hurricane hits, and the power's gone. The engine's dead, but we carry on. Developing is such fun. Developing is such fun. All together now. The developer's song. That's funny. Do you think they ever actually sang that? Like during lunchtime? Oh man. That's all of them, huh? Wow, this Leviathan thing is so interesting. Let's look at this again. The size of a house. Because I was looking at it and I was like, I don't recognize that. Is it just a Hydra and it's like a weird angle? But yeah. And then I thought maybe it was a boss that didn't make it into the game. That's exactly what it was. Wow. Okay, man, wow. This is awesome. Okay. Fighting big size bosses sometimes reduces realism in a gameplay sense. They're usually stuck in one place and flailing. I don't know, just you. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely hard to do. Like, a lot of the dragon fights in Elden Ring, for example, I didn't think were super fun. Senesax comes to mind in Shadow of the Erdtree. But some of them I did think were fun. Well, if you have a horse, it's better, but Eve doesn't have a horse. Okay, maybe if they did give her a bike, if she had a bike, it could get fun, right? Like a gigantic boss fight where you're riding around on a hover bike like Adam's, and you can get off of it easily, or maybe you're, I don't know. That potential is there. I don't know. But I would love to have a different means of traversal in Stellar Blade 2, because like hell, even the open areas in this game aren't even like that enormous. They're big, but they're not like super huge, yet I still wish I had some way of moving faster. Of course, I thought, why can't we just sword surf, at least on the sand dunes in the desert? Just let me sword surf like in Breath of the Wild. Pull out my sword and start surfing, because you can do it in so many, you know, a couple locations already anyway. We read that, we read that. We looked at all the signatures. The signatures are so cool. We read this, bam, bam. And that's everything, right? Leviathan, so sick, dude. The Leviathan, that's so cool. And the fact that they have a soapstone, they have a Dark Souls soapstone that they can go run around in-game, leave messages for each other, that's amazing. And then the developer song, which is pretty funny. All right. Damn, look at how messed up their blinds are. Jeez. This looks like a... You know what's funny? Is that the music is like so lackadaisical. But if you were just walking in here, if there weren't so many like colorful like things... Right here, this looks like a hallway in a Silent Hill game. It's just dilapidated. This could be something out of a Silent Hill game. Alright, anyway. I guess Silent Hill is just on the mind because we played Silent Hill F recently. The last thing I'm going to do before we end the stream, because the game is about to start, I'm going to go and quickly unlock the costume just because if I do a quick little edit on today's stream to show off all of the new patch stuff, I will want to... If I don't show the costume, the comments will explode. So, let's just go unlock it and just show it at least. They're like, what the hell is your problem? Why don't you show the costumes? Whatever. I don't know if that's actually what they sound like. This way. I hope this lets me fast travel. I can't fast travel from here. Damn it. Alright, well then I can just go backwards then. Or no, it's faster to go forwards. I'll just go to Juggernaut. I'll go there real quick. Game's about to start. Did I finish Silent Hill F? You think you're on day 4? Yeah, I finished it yesterday. And it's all time-stamped. My game time at the end was like 14 hours. I believe. And I'm definitely looking forward to playthrough number 2, but enjoy it. The whole finale, like once you get to the climax of the game and the whole like I guess the peak of the chaos, I mean it's amazing. It's just, I mean, it's crazy. And I can't wait to just understand more about the story. Like, I'm really looking forward to playthroughs number 2 and 3. I think you get the outfit no need to unlock. Oh, is that so? Quite a few people dislike Stellar Blade's 2 open maps, saying that overlapping concept or are boring. There's a reason for that. Well, it's I guess just because of the environment that they're in, right? But I mean, I can understand that complaint because yeah, they do look samey. They look samey, however... I mean, the thing is that they both have their own unique things about them. Like, the desert has landmarks such as Opera House, the city. The city in itself, when you go into the city, it feels very different from Wasteland. There's nothing in Wasteland that's like the city. But it'd be cool to have different environments. I can understand that. You know, just because the game is so pretty, I would like to see more varied, pretty environments too. I would enjoy that, but I like the open areas. But I totally get that. Totally get it. Fair complaint. Let's see. Do you have to buy the suit? What's it called? I think it was called... something... Wait. I have no idea. I mean, I'll just recognize it, maybe. Ocean String. Here it is. This is the outfit. Wait a minute. Isn't this just... something else but white? I feel like I've seen that costume. Or maybe there's something similar, I'm not sure. This is Ocean String. Actually, it's possible I don't have it. I have not that many costumes. Wait. Kind of like this, right? Not really. It's not exactly the same. This one? No, not really. Whatever, it doesn't matter. So, there it is. Let me show it one more time. Ocean String. Okay, let me just, and then I'll say something. And this is the costume you get for unlocking the chest. So that's everything except for epilogues. We'll take a look at that next time. Oh, you have it in blue and yellow. Okay. I wouldn't know. I don't know all the costumes. I'm very happy with that. That was fun. Stellar Blade was not originally planned to have open maps. Sony requested them mid-development, and they were created rather hastily. As a result, their level of completion is lower than that of the linear maps. And you know, even Matrix to me doesn't feel as complete as Spire and 807. Sleep well, everyone. Good night. Thanks, Halfway Till Bliss. Oh, every time a pleasure. Yes, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that, Duncan. Thank you so much, everybody, for dropping by. I appreciate you all. I think you can actually see the change with Ocean String and similar suits. There's definitely similar ones, but yeah, it's not exactly the same. There's a serious lack of official merch for this game. Yes, seriously. I would buy Hell, man, I'm at the point where I'd buy birthday napkins if they made them. I would just love to have Stellar Blade stuff. That'd be so cool. Love your stream. We'll tune in next time. Thank you. Yeah, definitely. If you want, check out the Discord. There's a link in the description. It's free to join and safe for work. So there's no degeneracy. And if you want to sign up for notifications for the streams, I always ping people who sign up for the specific notifications when I go live. So you can check that out. But yeah, thank you guys. GG's. Yeah, seriously, super fun. Have a good night, guys. If you're in a different time zone, it's bedtime for you. Hope you get some good rest. And yeah, Devin, you were right. It does just unlock automatically, which is nice. Easy, nice and easy. Let's see, did I miss anything else? Oh, there's my alarm telling me that the game is starting. Well, yeah, I'm glad that we figured out. Thank you so much again to AT, right? I'm pretty sure it was AT who pointed that out. AT, you were super clutch with that tip. Turning on the records in the gameplay options. Super nice. I'm so glad we figured that out. Hope they put out merch when the second game comes out. Seriously, Fujin, I would love some merch. All right. Peace, everybody. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. That's everything except for the epilogues, which we'll have to get to in a future stream. I'm going to go watch baseball. Go Yankees. If you're a Boston fan, how did you even find my stream? No, I'm fine. If you're a Boston fan, that's okay. That's A-okay. I don't actually mind. There's no hatred. But fuck Boston. All right. See you guys. Peace. Have a good one.